Oh!
I thought you were legitimately choking there for a second.
Same.
Hey, I'm getting worried. Give me some warning next time.
Alright, turning Hannah up just a little bit.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Danganronpa 2.
Yes. This is our last in-person episode, as it were, before I'm heading back home tomorrow. No, 2 days.
Yes.
2 days. And we have a whopper of a revelation. Oh, right. Before we continue with the investigation, we are turning back the clock momentarily.
Because as usual, we are spending time with the person who just fucking died.
Hello there.
Welcome, Hajime.
What are you welcoming me for?
It's probably because you're staying at Grape House. For some reason, you seem like a guest. If I offended you at all, I apologize.
No, there's no need to apologize.
Oh yeah, while you're at it, I should let you know, let know of our room assignment. The deluxe room at the back towards the lounge area is my room.
What?
It is... I'm checking the video on Twitch, and it is about as bad as I was afraid.
Let's try for a bit, jeez.
No, it is stuttering really badly.
Hi, Dragon
Dragon
Cat.
Cat.
Zent, Dragon Cat, how is it for you two?
How is video quality?
I doubt that we'd be able to tell, considering we haven't even started footage barely.
Well, we've got the strawberries floating up in the background. Okay, Zent's watching from Discord.
Yes, the reason why I am not with these fine gentlemen this evening, I'm in pain.
Yeah.
I'm dealing with some bad back and thigh pain, so I'm resting at home.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Very important.
Let's just continue for now.
If the French word for bad is pain, then I'm a fucking bakery!
Anyway.
Across from
It's
that
a kind, but you're close enough.
Nekomaru is in the standard room next to mine. Next to Nekomaru's room is Kazuichi's room, and across from that is Fuyuhiko's room. Of course, we're using portraits Sonia drew. What?
Sorry, Body's sitting right next to me. She's cleaning her tail. I fear she's going to lick my... Cat, please do not lick my keyboard.
Of course, we're using the portrait Sonia drew in place of nameplates on our doors. But even if you don't remember, it'll be okay as long as you use that as a sign.
I didn't know she drew portraits for the guys. For a princess, Sonia's very diligent.
Someone like me?
Drawing a portrait of a lowly human like me.
Great!
I might drown from such undeserved honor. Sonia's merciful heart might be ultimate level 2.
Even in
Why
this
is this-
situation, he still acts like this.
Why the fuck is his... Is his self-esteem so low because he thinks that his ultimate talent... Oh, mine is just luck. I don't have anything cool like...
Yes.
being an ultimate
It's that, but
manager.
he's also kind of a nutcase.
Hey, Blanc.
Hello, Blanc.
Hey, Blanc.
Wait.
Jeez. It's obvious.
I'm getting some
Okay,
echo.
now I can hang out. Now I can hang out. Whew. For a second there, I was a little
Yep.
bit worried.
I'm getting some echo from the stream. I don't know if it's on my end though.
I think
gonna
it's
fix this.
from the... I think it's from Discord, and yeah.
Really? I'm just gonna up my decibels a little bit.
He likes the knife.
Yes, give him a stab. Yes, give the nutcase a stabby weapon. I think he also likes the second button.
He also likes the memory notebook, if I remember correctly.
He likes
Okay.
anything Hope Peak Academy related.
Give me 1 second, I can look it up.
Okay, let me see if I can find a
Also,
knife.
anything that- He
Oh,
also
you
likes
have
the
some,
hard
right?
pack of Hope.
Oh, well, here's the Hope's Peak ring. I've got like 8 of them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with that.
Yeah, okay, he
Great.
loves he loves that, the memory notebook, and Mukuro's knife.
Oh my goodness! I never expected to find something like this here. I see. I was brought to this island just so I could obtain this. I can't tell you how happy I am right now.
That reminds me, your talent is being the ultimate lucky student, right?
Man,
I happen to think it's extremely boring.
For someone who's lucky, you still got dragged into this mess. Doesn't that seem ironic to you?
that's not it.
Not at all. This is simply the beginning of hope.
Huh?
Actually,
Nagito, you okay? You got the hiccups?
I'm fine, just eating ice cream. Don't ask where I got it.
Where did you... It's like, you got some from Nekomaru, didn't you? He has a function that makes ice cream.
Don't ask where it comes out.
Oh god.
Earth, why did you have to do that?
It's chocolate soft serve!
Earth, you're terrible.
I was born with a unique type of hope. The current situation is foreshadowing the ultimate luck that will be arriving afterward.
What do you mean?
well,
If everything that's happened just now seemed like bad luck, it's all going to result in good luck in the end. As long as I exist, that will definitely happen. So, I can't help feeling excited for what's going to happen. Seeing my beloved embodiments of hope trapped on this island and forced to kill each other so pathetically.
amazing.
It's all just a preparation for the good luck that will arrive in the end. I'm going mad from excitement.
I don't think that's from excitement.
What?
You look
No.
confused.
Isn't that obvious? He thinks the bad luck happening right now is just a preparation for good luck? What's wrong with him?
Hey,
Then allow me to give you an example. Let's say you end up in a car accident or hospitalized. On its own, this would seem like bad luck, right?
Well, yeah.
and
Duh.
But then you meet a lovely nurse at a hospital and end up becoming a lovey-dovey happy couple. Doesn't that sending mean it was good luck?
Well, maybe.
Depends
See?
on the definition of luck.
You
I-
never would have met her at all if you hadn't experienced the bad luck of getting in a car accident.
It's true that bad things can sometimes lead to good things, but I don't think Nagito realizes that bad things can end up ending up being worse things.
They also have long-lasting
true.
consequences, and
True.
also still don't preclude them from being bad things.
True. But he's trusting in his ultimate luck to say that, oh, a bad thing might be happening now, but that's just to lead into a good thing. That's what he's explaining here, is that he believes that will happen because of his luck.
Yeah, but that's not how the real world works, buddy.
No, it's not, but we also don't have people with ultimate luck talents in real life.
Well, I feel like if we had people who had ultimate luck talents in real life, they wouldn't be as batshit insane as Nagito and just use all their luck in gambling, in casinos, and lottery.
I believe what we would call ultimate luck in our world is absolutely, still batshit insane, because we would call those billionaires.
Yeah, basically.
Anyway.
Isn't that right? That's always been my experience. The bigger the bad luck I experienced at first,
this is
the
exciting.
good luck that comes afterward is so big that it wipes out all of that bad luck.
Does that really happen to you?
Didn't I tell you? That is the talent I possess. That's why I'm called the ultimate lucky student.
So that's why, no matter what happens, he's always acting happy and upbeat. No matter who is killed, it's just overshadowed by good luck later. Even though it's only a little bit, I sort of understand Nagito's belief. But he's
I can
definitely messed up.
Right? I can understand it, but still, he's what we tropers have orange and blue
Morality.
Yeah.
morality.
It's hard to imagine that.
His sense of morality is
Wonka
very
Wonka.
extreme.
It's hard to imagine that there'll be a day when we're able to really understand each other.
That's what we call fan fiction, Hajime.
I left Nagito and decided to go back to my room for the time being.
Hey Hajime, how you doing?
I'm spending my day with a psychopath.
Hajime. I swear to God. It's like you're hanging out with Adachi from Persona 4. What the fuck are you doing?
Wait, where the fuck is he?
Where is
He's
he?
not here.
Oh, he's in Strawberry Hall. Or Tower.
Well, Hajime, I won't stop you, but for God's sakes, be careful.
It's okay, I have the power of determination and save slots on my side.
I suppose that helps.
Wow, I can't believe how huge these buildings are.
Let's hang
Why
out.
do you have to hang out?
I'm
Let's-
so blessed. I'm so
let's
happy
skip
I'm
that.
about to wet myself.
Hey,
What?
Do you want to share our ideas about this building?
I spent time with Nagito today exchanging ideas. I guess Nagito and I grew a little closer today.
Do you guys hear any background noises from me?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, cool. Last thing I want to do is accidentally, you know, be too loud and you guys hear me killing things in 14.
Let's see. I want to give him the knife and I'm looking for it. Here it is. Oh, I've only got one. Okay, I'm not gonna give him that.
Yeah, he also likes number 90 in the memory notebook.
Yeah, but like,
great!
Oh. Okay. Alright.
Why do I also feel like he would like the ghost stone for some reason? Because
Tell
it's
you
black
the
and white?
To tell you the truth, I'm really happy, Hajime.
sadly, he does not.
Oh.
With everything you've learned about me, you're still talking to me like this.
Don't get the wrong idea. I'm just a coward. I'm
No, you're
scared
not.
to leave someone like you alone when I don't understand you at all.
How admirable.
Personally, I think it shows great courage to try and understand something you don't understand. Holy
That I
shit, he
can
says something
That's
sensible.
like the most sense you've made all day. Hell, all game. That's the most sense you've made all day.
You are definitely someone who embodies hope.
Hey,
I wonder what kind of light your talent is going to unleash.
this is exciting!
I really want to find out soon.
Who cares about me? Let's talk about you.
Sure thing, I'll talk about anything you want. So let's start talking about the moment I came out into this world.
Do you even remember that?
Good point.
Hey,
But before that, can I ask you something?
Hajime.
What do you think good luck is?
Good luck, huh? Not really sure I understand, but I think what Nagito is trying to say is...
Absolute power?
I'm gonna say the opposite of bad luck. Isn't good luck just the opposite of bad luck?
Well, that's
Of
obvious.
course not. For me, bad luck is just part of having good luck.
That's right, you talked about nurses or whatever last time. Then what is it? Absolute power.
Yeah.
Are you trying to say good luck is absolute power?
It's obvious.
Precisely! For me, that's exactly what good luck is.
Yeah, I figured if I said just being lucky, he'd be like, that's just tautological.
Regardless, it's a power that has terrible results due to the fact that I can't wield it with my own will.
An absolute power you can't wield with your own will. Isn't that a dangerous thing to have? No, I see. That's just how Nagito views it.
Hey,
Now then, let's start talking about me. Where should I start? I know! This happened when I was in elementary school.
actually,
One day, my family and I were planning on to board an airplane from the San Cristobal Airport.
Where in the world is that?
But surprise, surprise! After we boarded, the airplane was hijacked! Don't you think that's the worst luck? But surprisingly, a meteorite fell at exactly the right time. Well, for a meteorite, it was only the size of a closed fist. Anyway, that falling meteorite struck the hijacker and prevented any further problems. Don't you think that's an amazing act of good luck?
man,
No, that's what they call, oh.
But the
Deus
meteorite...
Ex Machina, but then I'm going to
The
shut up
meteorite
now.
also hit my parents and they died instantly. Don't you think that's a terrible act of bad luck? But in the end, I obtained my freedom and an immense inheritance. See? It really was amazing good luck after all, right?
Your parents fucking died.
This is where my parents died, Hajime. Nagito spoke about this event so optimistically, and my understanding just couldn't keep up with him. A plane hijacking, and a meteorite, and his parents died right in front of him?
Ugh. There was also this one time in middle school when I was kidnapped by a murderer.
Excuse me, what?
Man, don't you think that's just the worst luck?
But
But coincidentally, I found a lottery ticket inside the trash bag that the murderer stuffed me in. After I was safely taken in by police, I checked out the numbers without giving it much thought.
amazing!
Surprise! I won $300 million! Even I was amazed by this splendid act of good luck.
It's no use. My head's starting to hurt.
And right before I entered Hope's Peak Academy... No, I shouldn't tell this story. It's impertinent of me to burden you with all this because of my pointless situation.
After dominating the conversation, Nagito left. Well, to be fair, you told him to talk about himself. Of course he's going to dominate the conversation.
Yeah. So yeah, Nagito is canonically a multimillionaire.
I feel like I still don't know much about him. Well, I'd say he's not much of one anymore. I think you stop being that when you're dead. But it seems like he has an understandable reason for his blind faith toward Hope. I feel like I was at least able to understand that.
Blanc. And I bought a lifetime supply of Dr. Hopper with that amount of cash.
The fuck is Dr. Hopper?
Oh, right, that's something that doesn't... It's discount Dr. Pepper that shows up in one of the anime.
Ah. I was completely exhausted, so I left the area.
Also, while I remember to do this, I'm looking up the bagel thing.
Oh yeah, the bagel thing.
Of course he's there.
I don't know why so many people like Nagito. I mean, I don't hate him, but
It's because he's a weirdly fascinating character. It's not because he's a good person. It's because he's a well-written heel.
And also because his murder case is something else, as we've already seen.
Also,
this,
there are
this
times
is
when Nagito reminds me of myself.
but you're not a psychopath.
No, I'm not.
Thank
Not
God.
that you know of, anyway.
I'm pretty sure you're not.
No, I'm
No,
not.
wait. You're someone who drinks giant ginger ale with no ice.
I don't drink diet ginger ale at all. That sounds horrible.
Hello there.
Hajime, how are you getting along with the girls at Grape House?
Let's hang out.
Impossible.
Your gracious invitation makes me want to cry. There's no way I could decline.
I spent time with Nagito today, talking about various things. You're a little closer today. Have another Hope's Peak ring!
Great.
Keep going.
Hey,
Hajime, why are you...
well,
No, the reason doesn't matter. I just want to feel grateful for this good luck. I want to be thankful that there's someone who's interested in trash like me. The reason I'm here is...
That's me.
Oh.
The reason I'm here is because I wanted to hear the rest of what you were gonna say earlier.
yep.
I don't mind, it's no big deal anyway. Like I said before, my parents are dead.
He said with a massive smile on his face.
Since I have no other relatives, it took direct action against me.
A massage took direct action against you?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
What does
Oh my
it
God.
mean?
Well,
My diagnosis. Stage 3 malignant lymphoma, and to top it off, it's accompanied with frontotemporal dementia.
What?
He has dementia?
What?
Huh?
This is troubling.
Even now, my brain is deteriorating bit by bit while I'm speaking to you.
You're kidding me, right?
Jeez.
My life expectancy is between half a year to a year. But right after I was diagnosed, I was accepted into Hope Peak Academy. I believe that balanced things out. But now these killings are occurring, you know? As soon as my
Okay.
life entered the final round, it quickly became a roller coaster ride.
You know,
Okay. Go ahead.
I just realized this now makes a lot more sense why he's been so willing to throw his life away. Why he's been so willing to be like, even if it costs me my life, I'm willing to do what's needed to advance hope.
Because he's gonna die anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I'll admit, I actually kind of feel bad now that I know, oh, he's been diagnosed with cancer. I'm like, that explains a lot of things.
Yeah, he wants to go out with a bang.
Mm-hmm.
I can sort of respect that.
Yeah.
But it's going to be alright. No matter the bad luck that happens, good luck always lies just beyond it. The reason I'm alive is because I've always believed there's hope, no matter what. Do you understand me now, Hajime?
No matter what his reasons were, I couldn't forgive all the things Nagito had done. That's what I'd been believing. But still...
Hajime,
You and I are a lot alike.
actually,
That's why you understand my feelings. I felt that from the start. I don't feel the unique aura that exists in those who have talent from you. I only detect the scent of a miserable bystander, just like me.
Oof.
That may be so, but... I'm not miserable. I'm different from you.
perhaps...
Seems there's no one who's willing to inherit my soul. I have no parents, no siblings, no relatives, not even friends or acquaintances. Because of my
We're acquaintances, technically.
self-righteous thoughts, everyone distanced themselves from me. I was fine with that while I was still healthy, but it's quite lonely to die alone. Now that I'm on the verge of death, I finally realized what I wanted all along. Someone is love.
You.
I read a book about something like that the other day.
Huh?
It was right of me to cite a book written for the masses. Thanks to that, I was able to gain your empathy. Yes, I'm satisfied now.
You were lying just now? No, everything you've said up to this point, all of it, it was all lies?
Right?
Have you finally decided to kill me?
Wait, was he actually?
No,
Lying?
what would be considered likely canonical is that what he was lying about is that he was saying all of this from a book because he wanted Kajime to be the one to do him in.
Oh, but he's not lying about him having cancer or whatever.
No.
Oh. Okay.
If you want, I'll prepare the perfect crime, then you can kill me, and you'll be saved. Let's commit the crime together so despair can become the foundation of hope. You can do it. I believe in you. After all, you tolerated someone like me this entire time. I'm sure a bright hope is sleeping inside you, too.
I'm gonna back the fuck up.
Nagito, just tell me one thing, and be honest.
And he's making a crazy face again.
If you didn't have your ultimate luck, what would you be doing instead?
You're right.
I guess I would probably be living a peaceful life. A boring, normal life with no hope and no despair.
I see.
I'm...
That's all. Goodbye. I turned my back to him, and as I walked away, I could hear Nagito's voice in the distance.
Please, don't forget, from the bottom of my heart, I am truly in love with the hope that sleeps inside you.
Backing the fuck up.
In the end, everything Nagito said, I don't know what was true and what was lies. But even so, There might have been a definite truth hidden somewhere in his words. If there wasn't, there's no way I could feel this mysterious bond between Nagito and me. If he does obtain the hope he wants, what is he going to do? Strangely enough, I feel like I want to see that.
Nagito is yet another cast member of DR2 that is confirmed to be LGBTQ+. However, because of the vagary of his statement, we don't exactly know what his orientation is specifically.
I feel like he's the kind of person who's like basically ace, except there's one specific thing that can make them interested in someone, and that thing is hope. Okay, let's see what skill we got from him. Trance. Even low combos will increase the tempo, effective during panic talk action. Okay.
Now that we've gotten Nagito's stuff out of the way, and with the bombshells of his backstory taken care of, we have a murder. And oh boy, what a murder it is!
I'm glad he's dead. Okay, that's a lie. No, I'm not, but at the same time, I don't know how I feel about him being dead.
Eventually, the shock finally registered with me. A numb feeling spread from the center of my brain almost instantly. Nagito is dead.
That's just no.
Nagito's death is the most gruesome murder in the entire series.
Even when I saw this before me, I wasn't able to comprehend that reality yet.
Good thing it's all pectoplasmal.
What? What?
What's going on here?
Are you serious?
Is he really dead? He's not pretending to be dead, is he? I mean, it's Nagito, you know?
Yeah, it is messed up, Dragon Cat.
It
Like-
is kind of fudged up.
He's been executed in so many ways right there. I wouldn't be half surprised if they pulled a Murder on the Orient Express and it was everyone, including Hajime.
Or it was totally different from like everything. Like you think that all that stuff killed him, but no, it's the secret. It's the secret fifth thing that killed him.
That's right. It's Nagito. He's always messed with us, always tried to confuse us. That's why I can't believe it. Nagito ended up in such a cruel state. Nagito is dead. Deep down, I believed that when the killings finally ended, I'd never see this guy again.
Well, you don't have to get to see him anymore.
I mean, that's accurate. You're not going to see him again. I never expected I'd be looking at Nagito's body like this. Nagito probably thought the same thing. I couldn't help seeing it in his dead, frightened face. But on this island, unbelievably abnormal occurrences happen all the time. Even Nagito couldn't escape that truth. But something as small as that.
There's
Our
no
body has
denying
been
it, bitches!
Now
Looks-
then, after a certain amount of time has passed, the class trial will begin.
Looks like your luck just ran out, Nagito.
Don't tell me.
How long have you been holding that, Monokuma?
The body discovery announcement? Then it's for real.
Hey!
Nagito is really dead?
Damn it!
It's not just that he's dead. If the body discovery announcement was made, does that mean Nagito was killed?
Hajime, why are you surprised at this line? Yes, he somehow tripped and slashed up his arms, bound himself, got tape all over his mouth.
That's some hot fuzz logic right there.
Like,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Yes, it was all an accident.
Tripped and fell on Gugnir.
Killed?
That's right.
Plus, it's one of us. I mean, that's what it means, right?
Technically...
One of us killed Nagito?
Remember,
Somehow, despite this happening like 5 times before, I can't believe it
We
still.
haven't even started the investigation yet, Hannah.
Alright.
One of us killed him so brutally?
Then it's going to start again.
Huh?
The class trial is going to start soon, right? Then
Of course!
Yep, we gotta do it! We gotta find out who's Nagito's killer is!
Hey!
No matter what you got,
Can you just fuck off?
no matter who you guys sacrifice, you're determined to survive and leave this island, right? Yeah, sure, I can fuck off. I got a substitute waiting in the wings. Literally, he's a crow.
I'd rather deal with a crow than you.
Then the time for action is now.
Give us the file and leave.
What?
Dragon Cat's comment.
I'm
Trips
not
up.
clumsy.
What do you-
What
What do you say?
Trips on bottle, falls out window into an open truck full of mousetraps.
Yep, that sounds about right.
I already voiced it.
So, allow me to give you the familiar Monokuma fight.
wait! There!
Damn it!
What? Don't get in my way like that! I was about to whip out the Monokuma file in such a cool way!
You stupid brother! Shut up! I can't stand this anymore! Got it? How much are you going to keep putting them through this? No more! I won't let you! I'll make sure I verbalize your evil intentions. Hey! Say something!
What's this?
Oh, now I remember who you are. You're Monami!
You just now noticed?
Like...
Anyway, Monami, if you're gonna talk about my intentions, why don't you talk about yours first?
Huh?
What are your intentions anyway? Why are you keeping everyone cooped up on this island? I'm sure everyone here wants to know, too, you know. What? No fair! You're shutting up, too!
Please wait! Stop already! We are already have enough to deal with something concerning Nagito. Please, do not say anything else that will confuse us.
Hey,
Anyway, let's begin.
Hmm?
Huh? What?
this is just...
I mean, in the end, we just have to do it, right? As long as a killing happens, we can't do anything about it, right? We have no choice but to do it, right? Besides, it's our fault that we couldn't even prevent it.
I know. That's the only way we can survive, right?
Nice!
Looks like you kids are way more well-behaved than Monami.
Don't fuck with me!
We're tired of this too, you know!
Thank you, Fuyuhiko.
That's why I'll definitely make sure to finish this for good this time!
This is kind of
Does
depressing.
this mean you guys are getting bored of this school trip?
Actually...
Whoa! What are you thinking, you jackass?
Don't worry, the end is near.
Huh? The end?
Eh?
What's the matter?
Don't make a face like a pig that's about to become bacon. You've already noticed it, right?
I mean, I did notice that there weren't any more chapters in Magical Girl Usami.
The meaning behind that Monokuma timer? I guess there's only 2 days left, huh?
What?
When that timer reaches 0, 2 days from now, what will happen to us?
The killing school trip will be over.
Hey,
If this'll finally be over,
you serious?
does that mean we can go home?
What are you gonna
No,
do?
just No, it just means that we're all going to die.
Don't count your bears before they've hatched. There's still something you gotta do before that, right?
So,
So once again,
it's the Monokuma file! Phew!
you guys need to find out who Nagito's killer is and survive the class trial. If this ends here, there won't be an afterword at all.
Do your best.
Sayonara, bitches!
Hold on. I won't forgive you. I won't let you escape this time. Right there.
What do you guys think? If the school trip is nearly at an end, it's safe to think we can go home, right?
But still.
Oh, no, and no.
Kazuichi, I understand how you feel. But we need to focus on Nagito's case first.
Damn it!
Even if we can go home, it'll be the end for us if we screw up here.
All right!
Let's hurry up and solve Nagito's case so we can all go back home.
However,
Indeed.
It is nice to think that everyone can go home, but that is impossible, right? I mean, someone in this room killed Nagito.
There's a killer among us. The weight of those words began to sink into me. That was true of the previous cases, but was it really true this time? No matter how much I tried, I couldn't believe it. Because the victim was Nagito? Because his death was so abnormally cruel? No, it wasn't just that. There was something more to it than that. And whatever it was stuck inside me.
I issue a command.
What?
A kill command. It's chapter 5. We
Yes.
have a new investigation theme, bitches.
I
First,
gotta listen to this whole podcast.
we need to look at the Monokuma file.
Whip out the cat gems, folks.
The victim is Nagito Komaeda. The body was discovered inside the warehouse near the Monokuma plushie factory. The estimated time of death is believed to be noon sharp. Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there is a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand. What a tragic situation. Just reading this is making me depressed.
Huh? Is there something wrong with this Monokuma plot?
Again? But what's wrong with it? Not only... This is what I just said.
Yep. It's definitely weird. Well, I have to find out if I look around. What the investigation is for.
You are very quiet. I have you... Yeah, I have you turned up to like 200%.
Let me just fix my audio real quick. I think on the problem.
Okay. Don't worry or
This is
form
a
conclusions
jam,
on...
though. Holy shit.
Don't worry or form conclusions on your own. That makes me more worried than I should be.
We can discuss it later. Right now is our only chance to investigate.
Oh, that is a cute emote dragon cat.
So we should investigate first.
see?
If we don't, there won't be anything for us to discuss.
Well, I guess you're right. Then let's start with the area surrounding Nagito's body. I should start with the back of the warehouse. Since the curtain blocked most of the water, this area wasn't affected by the sprinklers that much. Thanks to that, I can properly investigate Nagito's body.
So fill me in after I left. We were having a plan to, okay, we're going to find Nagito and capture him. And then something happened.
Yeah, this warehouse caught on fire. We tried to put it out, it was no use, but then the sprinkler system came on.
And then we found Nagito.
Yeah. I never thought I'd have to investigate Nagito's body. He probably didn't expect to end up like this either.
Well, I already see something that's very wrong, very weird.
Yeah, this. Monokuma's dead. There's blood coming out of his stomach. Hey. Oh, whoops.
No response! He's dead, Jim. Just kidding! I'm not dead! I will never be dead! Monokuma is eternal!
Is this one of the life-size plushies that were being produced at this factory?
If you're mistaking a plushie for me, then there's something wrong with you!
You're a stuffed animal too.
Hey!
Oversized garbage there. So thinking.
What the heck?
What are you calling oversized garbage?
Could this be one of Monokuma's tricks?
Well,
Then why'd he do it?
keep in mind, I don't think Monokuma's ever fudged up with the crime team, has he?
No.
He hasn't.
Not in this game anyway.
Nope.
Well, I feel like that's not something he would do because you want us to kill each other. If you
Okay,
want-
here's
if you
a
want-
better way of putting it. Monokuma's never bled before.
Yeah. Anyway,
That's true too.
making a hole like it got stabbed, and going through the trouble of dirtying the hole with blood. Did he try to imitate Nagito's body or something?
What are you saying?
Nothing to do with that.
Huh?
You're so evil!
That is true, Zit. Monomi has
What does
been
it say?
found seen bleeding.
That's also true, yes.
Well, it might not have been Monomi's blood.
You mean Nagito's blood?
No, I mean Monomi's blood.
Yeah, we've seen Monomi bleeding before.
What color was her blood? Also pink?
Yes.
Also
Yes.
pink.
It was also Pepto Bloodstone.
Seriously, you're always lying. Die like that plushie over there.
What's
Monomi.
this?
What? Exactly.
You seem more pissed than usual these days, Monomi. But you better watch what you say. If I feel like it, I can wipe you out easily, you know.
I won't give in to your threats. I'll fight you until the very end. I can't lose.
I'm intentionally bring back the state of world supremacy for Monokuma.
Looks like those annoyances are gone. If it wasn't Monokuma's trick, then who did this? Could the killer have done this? If so, is this Nagito's blood? I have no idea how this connects to the incident.
Neither do I. You think you can take a better look in your truthful inspection?
What?
Could you take a look at that in your truthful inspection?
Yeah, nothing new there.
Oh. It then was near the fire's origin point. What is all this?
Looks like a bunch of plastic bottles. Remnants of plastic are scattered all over the place.
You were about to say plastic.
This is probably... those fire grenades that we used to put out the fire. Well, they weren't actually that useful in the end. The fire was only extinguished thanks to the sprinklers. Well, nevertheless, this evidence really isn't all that strange. Ah, this is... it's an oil lighter. This is where the curtains would have been hanging. It also looks like the fire did extensive damage here. If the oil lighter was placed here...
Just kidding.
An oil lighter. Someone probably wanted to keep warm.
Bring it
spill your
on.
money. No. Oh, never mind. It's the most foolish thought. This is clearly the cause of the fire.
Well,
She had me in the first half, not gonna lie. Oil lighters can continue to burn even after someone lets go of them. Really, I did not know that.
which means
So using that, the curtain was set on fire.
Yeah, with
Also,
with the stack of Monokuma standees next to it, I think what happened was... so originally the door was blocked and we kind of like barged into it to open it up. I think that set off a domino effect, and the last toppling one tipped over the lighter to cause the fire.
That makes sense. But here's another question I have. If Nagito was there, how wasn't the set on fire? Or why does he doesn't seem to have any burn marks or whatever?
He was behind the curtain, so
was that a fire?
I guess so. Using the oil lighter, huh? Do you think the killer set up some sort of trick with it?
You are right.
The killer probably planned to destroy evidence by setting this warehouse on fire.
Oh. Sorry, hold on. Ow.
They caused... Sorry, what?
I'm sorry.
I can barely hear you. It sounds like you're talking from across the room.
I'm not, I swear!
Hannah's got a bit of an echo on the stream.
What?
They said Hannah's got a bit of an echo on the stream.
Oh no. You know what? I'm just going to change my audio so that,
I think it might be OBS. I think that the mic is picking up the, hold on.
Well, there's really nothing I can do about that in this situation.
Alright, I adjusted it so it automatically detects my input sensitivity, so hopefully that'll help.
Maybe, but the problem is more like your volume.
Really?
Yeah.
Hold on.
I have you cranked up to 200% and it still sounds like you're whispering.
Voice and video. My output volume is also at max.
I don't know. It could be that it's...
Oh, does that sound better?
Yeah, that sounds a lot louder. Okay.
Oh, maybe it's because my input volume isn't as loud.
Yeah, input volume is what sets that.
Okay, well, then we fixed that problem.
Alright, try again.
Trying again.
Still good.
Yep, you're good.
Okay.
Alright. He caused a fire to destroy evidence? That's the only reason I can think of why a killer would set fire to their crime scene, but...
Okay, can you turn down the TV?
Why?
Because the audio's coming through really bad on the stream.
I never expected Nagito to die like this. He was always spouting nonsense about hope and trying to confuse the hell out of us. But even so, dying like this is just too cruel. Also,
I feel like I've seen a crueler death.
possibly. But I don't think there was a crueler one in this game anyway.
Nope, and there is
Yeah.
a series. Well, at least murder-wise.
Also, he wasn't completely useless. There were times we were only able to reach the truth because of him. But everything good and bad about him is gone. We'll never be confused by him again. We'll never be saved by him again. No. Now isn't the time to think about unnecessary things. I need to focus on the investigation right now. For now, I need to investigate everything about this body that catches my eye.
Let's say he's been stabbed. Stabbed again.
Stabbed, probably strangulated.
No, does his neck show any sort of rope burn?
I don't know, but there is a lot of blood on that, ropey bit. We'll find out in a second.
Yeah.
The knife is stabbed through Nagito's right hand. Did the killer do this? How could they do something so cruel?
This knife, it must be from the military base.
Military base? Ah, now that you mention it, you're right. It looks like a survival knife.
Well,
By the way, it seems the wounds on his legs and left arm are caused by that same knife.
Which means, after the killer was finished stabbing Nagito's legs and left arm, they stabbed the knife through his right hand?
it cannot be.
Then, they finished him off with a spear.
How cruel.
Then, does that mean the killer went to the trouble of using 2 weapons? A knife and a spear? But they could have just killed him by stabbing him with the knife. Why did they need to use a spear at all?
You are right.
That is definitely strange. Was there a reason they had to use it?
A reason they had to use the spear, huh?
That's a good point.
Nagito's right wrist is tied with rope, but it looks like the tip of that rope burned off. Could this be a result of the fire? That's weird. If the rope is burned off like this, why are Nagito's clothes completely unaffected by the fire when he was so close to the blaze?
Was it because he was near, behind the curtain?
Don't know yet. He must have been in great pain. He clearly had this agonizing look on his face when he died. His mouth is covered with duct tape. Was this to keep Nagito from screaming for help?
This is bad.
Jeez, what a horrible look on his face. The blood splattered all over it doesn't help either. It's a good thing his mouth is covered with duct tape, otherwise I wouldn't be able to look at him.
Me neither.
Got a minute? Sorry, excuse me.
Chiaki moved past Kazuichi and me and squatted down next to Nagito's face.
Oh, she's the...
And in one swift moment, she ripped the duct tape off of his mouth. Hey, what are you doing?
It's gonna be fine.
It'll be fine. I'll put it back right away once I'm done investigating here.
Hey,
Wow,
hey,
you
hey!
have...
But putting the tape
Wow.
back isn't the
John,
issue.
you have, like...
You ungrateful swine! You're gonna get cursed!
The blood is knocked into his face. It looks like it mostly came from the slice on his left arm.
How can you tell from the direction of the blood spatter?
I guess.
I suppose.
If that's the case...
Man.
It's no use. She's not listening.
Hey, hey!
Hey, about the blood splattered on his face. There's no blood under the duct tape.
Huh?
What's wrong with that?
Well,
The duct tape has crinkles, like it was sticking towards the inside of his mouth, right? Nagito is probably desperately moving his mouth under the duct tape.
Seriously, what's wrong with that?
I'm getting to it.
She means Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he got those wounds all over his body. So he tried to shout, which caused the duct tape to get sucked into his mouth a bit. But what's wrong with that? Is that something we really need to worry about?
I don't really get it, but just put the duct tape back on his mouth already.
Yep.
He's fine. Yeah, you're right.
Anyway, this might be some kind of clue, too. I should remember it.
Ugh.
There's a cut on his upper left arm. His legs and right hand have stab wounds, but this wound looks like a slice. That's probably the reason that the wound on his left arm doesn't look that deep compared to his other wounds. Well, regardless, it doesn't change the fact that it's a hideous wound. There's blood everywhere.
super difficult.
There's something strange.
Strange? What?
See?
Look at the palm of his left hand. I think that blood is from when his left arm got sliced, but... Doesn't the blood spatter look strange? It cuffs off right in the middle of his palm.
Yeah, that is weird.
Yeah, it definitely cuts off. Maybe that's as far as the blood could reach when it splattered. No, because it's between his fingers too.
What did you say?
We can see that there's blood between the fingers as well, so it's not a matter of distance.
It looks like his palm was covered with something.
Well, that would explain the blood on his palm, but...
There's something else that's strange?
Give me a second. Excuse me.
when you flip it over and look at the back of his hand.
Well,
Hey, here, there's also blood, but only above the middle joint of each finger. That is weird.
You're right. Why is it only on this part?
see?
See, it's just as I said, right? It's strange, right? That is strange. I win.
Yeah, sure. You win. But it's definitely strange. What did the killer do to make the blood splatter like this?
It can't be a glove. Not even a fingerless glove would have blood splatter like that.
He had his fist closed for some reason? Both of Nagito's legs are tied up. Each rope is tied to the pillars nearby. He wouldn't have been able to move at all. According to the Monokuma file, the wounds on his legs are all stab wounds. Does that mean the killer didn't just tie up Nagito? They also stabbed his legs? Why would the killer do something like that?
Damn it!
At any rate, it's pretty sadistic. The killer must have been holding a huge grudge toward him. Or they might have been torturing him.
Torture?
Huh?
I mean, if they just wanted to kill him, they could have just stabbed him once in the chest, right?
That's true.
If you disregard the spear in his chest, the other wounds were inflicted for reasons other than killing.
Which means, the wounds all over Nagito's body were from the killer torturing him? If that's the case, what was the killer trying to make Nagito confess? Was it something that would have led to the traitor?
Even so.
Well, even if this was torture, there's no doubt that the killer must have held a deep grudge toward Nagito.
Damn it!
Refusing to let him die easily. I can totally understand a dark impulse like that.
But even if they held a grudge against him, would they really have gone this far? A spear with a flashy ornament on it is impaled deeply into Nagito's stomach.
There's no way around it. That looks like the fatal wound.
What's this?
Oh my! What's this? Such a strange looking spear, isn't it? A cord extends from the tip of the handle, and there's an iron weight attached to it.
Phew!
I see. You use the cord as a whip to capture the enemy and deliver the final blow with the spear.
Is this your first time looking at this too?
Of course not. This is the spear of Gungnir, right?
You definitely just came up with that now.
No, neither for me.
By the way, I wanted to ask you, where did that spear come from?
From Host Peak
You
Academy.
saw everything. You should know.
I feel like I saw it at Nezumi Castle.
What?
What? Nezumi Castle?
What the
I
hell?
was designed to be afraid of mice, so I can't go in there. Damn you, mice! Damn you all to hell!
Oh, I forgot he was scared of mice. I'm going to use that to my advantage.
I see. Even he doesn't know what's inside that castle. Well, more importantly, I need to focus on the investigation. The spear definitely catches my eye, but the weight on the end of the cord coming out of the handle. It looks like that part has blood on it too. But, for some reason, this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. It's about the size of a human fist. It's strange that this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it.
Oh. I think I know why.
Yeah, Nagito had it clenched in his left fist.
Yeah, that must be why.
Also, Chiaki mentioned this earlier, but apparently that spear came from the Nezumi Castle. It might be better if I confirm that later.
Zintal just made a very important point, Hannah. Pikachu
What's
are
up?
basically mice.
And Yazin, I do recall him using the Spear of Gungnir in the first game against Mukuro.
Yes.
Yep.
I guess I'm done with the area surrounding Nagito's body. I can't believe I actually investigated such a grisly-looking body. Even I'm surprised at myself. Does this mean I'm used to it? My classmate's dead body is right in front of me, and one of my peers is the killer responsible. And I have to investigate his death so I can find his killer. Am I used to something as abnormal as that? That would mean I'm becoming abnormal too.
No, it just means you're becoming more like a detective. But then again, dealing with dead bodies is kind of hard.
So just as I thought.
If only everyone could go home, nothing would make me happier. No, we should finish the class trial. Then we can think about what'll happen after.
I would like to visit Bronya in her home country.
One of us killed Nagito in such a cruel way? It's too bizarre. I can't do anything except laugh.
She looks like she's deep in thought while staring at the ceiling. What happened? Is something strange about the ceiling?
Yep.
Yeah, about that.
Which one?
That's one of the sprinkler heads that activated to put out the fire.
Well,
You can see a girder right next to it, right? There.
see?
Can you see that red streak?
You mean pink.
You're right. I definitely see it. Looks like a small red line on the ceiling girder.
Perhaps.
Is that blood?
Blood? The color definitely looks like blood, but there's no way blood could get up there, right?
So,
Plus, it's in a straight line.
so does that mean they see all the blood as red, but we see it as pink?
Yes.
That's weird.
That's why I've been staring at it. I think it's strange.
It's definitely strange. I should remember this.
I'm starting to get an idea of what happened here.
I'm not.
Like,
I'm not freaking out about it like Kazuichi, but I definitely can't stop thinking about it. When the Monokuma timer reaches 0 2 days from now, what's going to happen?
huh?
Huh? What's gonna happen?
That's obviously wrong.
This round school trip is gonna end, right? We can finally go back home!
Jeez.
Oh, you poor
Carefree
street
till
summer
the
child.
end.
Does that mean you don't think that'll happen?
Well, yeah.
Monokuma might be planning to make us do something after the countdown ends.
Hey,
What do you mean, something?
shut up! Shut
It's
up!
making us kill each other, you know? What could be worse than that?
Damn it!
I don't know. But this is Monokuma we're talking about, you know? There's no way this will end smoothly with a countdown.
Anyway, like you said before, if we screw up here, it's the end for us. For now, let's focus on the investigation. We'll think about the countdown after we live through the class trial.
I know.
Yeah, I know.
You.
And don't bring up strange stuff like that.
How you doing, Akane?
It mattered for Gundam's killing and for Mikon's. But it looks like it's different this time. Doesn't matter this time.
What doesn't matter?
So,
Time! Look! Looks like the time doesn't matter. It was clearly written in the Monokuma file. The time of death was noon sharp.
It was at noon. What were we doing at that time?
What were we doing? Well, right now it's
time. It's 12:30 p.m.
So it also has a clock function.
then...
And that means Nagito died 30 minutes ago.
Huh?
Huh? It happened that recently? He's totally a fresh kill!
Fresh seems like a bad way to describe it. Now I'm hungry.
I mean, there is a bunch of long pork right there.
If it happened 30 minutes ago, was it around the time we were struggling with the bombs?
You're right. Those fake bombs were originally supposed to explode at noon.
All right!
Which means whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time is Nagito's killer! But this could be like when Nekomaru died. The killer could have also used some kind of automatic setup.
Also,
That's true.
the crime looks very detailed, so they would have needed time to prepare.
All right!
And whoever doesn't have an alibi before we found the bombs is suspicious.
Huh?
Wait, none of us have alibis for that time. That's when we all split up to search for the bombs.
Yeah, that's the problem. Now then, I guess that's enough investigating the area behind the curtain. The killer's goal wasn't just killing Nagito. There should have been another reason as well. If not, they wouldn't have gone to the trouble of tying him with rope and covering his mouth with duct tape. Not just that, there's no reason to inflict any wounds other than a fatal one. So, what was the reason?
I can
I'd
think of
better
a reason.
investigate other areas to figure that out. Alright, I should try investigating the other areas inside this warehouse first.
I could think of a reason. Oh, or is everyone just following us now?
I guess. There are a bunch of books stacked on top of each other. Apparently, they contain Monokuma's poetry and photos. The sprinklers completely soaked them. I can't even turn the pages anymore. Well, it's not like I'm missing much.
Well, Monokuma's like,
There are a lot of tipped-over Monokuma panels. The panel near the curtain in the back is tipped over and burned. Did the fire do that? But why are they scattered like this? The last time I came here, I seem to recall
yeah, they were all neatly stacked up.
they should have been neatly put away.
Maybe we're the ones who made this mess?
Huh?
See?
Look, the tipped over panel by the entrance is really close with the door, right? So, maybe the reason these panels are tipped over is...
Yeah, we saw this before last time.
Yeah.
The door was blocked, and so Akane barged into it.
No, she literally Sparta kicked the door down.
Could it be? Was that it?
Well,
And there's something else I've been wondering.
hey.
These Monokuma panels are tipped over starting from the entrance to the back of the warehouse, right? They seem to be lying on top of each other, in a straight line, like a domino.
Yeah, compared to the other tipped over panels, that line is the only one that's neat and orderly.
So,
Isn't this clearly strange?
Strange. That means we can speculate this was done intentionally.
There was
This is
an MP3 player?
There's even a speaker plugged into it. But why is this here?
Why is that here?
It looks like that weird music was playing from there. You know, that music that was blaring when the fire started?
Yeah,
There
you're
was
right.
music blaring when the fire started?
Yeah, really creepy shit.
Looks like it's busted from getting drenched by the sprinklers. There's no
The
mistaking
hymnal
it.
blares.
That music was playing from that
that's
MP3
me.
player. Oh,
There's no mistaking it. That music was playing from that MP3 player.
I don't disagree with that, but why was the killer playing music from this?
Why were they playing?
Jeez, you're pathetic.
We'll think about the countdown after we live through the class trial. Oh, I think it's just... Well, even though I did say I was gonna friggin' kill him,
Hey!
there's no way I would have actually done it. I was just upset, you know?
Looks like this side is completely soaked because of the sprinkler. Even if there was an important clue here, we might not be able to notice it.
But it's better than the warehouse burning to the ground. Good thing we were able to put out the fire. We didn't do shit, the sprinklers came on.
Hey.
Yeah.
There was a lot of smoke. It's a good thing we didn't go inside when we were throwing the grenades.
You're right.
I agree. If we did, we would have been caught by the sprinklers and become all wet and soggy.
That's not the problem.
Miss Sonia's all wet! She's all drenched and soggy!
Monokuma, no!
Hey!
You were thinking that, huh?
Of course not!
No!
I wasn't thinking that at all!
Say what?
Why are you responding, Kazuichi? I was asking Hajime!
Whoa!
You're screwing with me?
No shit I am! Oh my! Screwing! How lewd!
Hey!
Please don't look at me with such fearful eyes. I only imagined it for a second!
Kazuichi, you should probably just keep your mouth shut already. Looks like Sonia is focused on investigating the warehouse. Which reminds me, there's something I needed to ask her about. Now that we've pretty much finished investigating Nagito's body, I think it's time to talk to her. Hey Sonia, do you have a minute?
Yes? What is it?
I wanted to talk to you about when that fake bomb Nagito set in the warehouse exploded.
Huh?
Right before it exploded, you said something like this, right? It is not a bomb. Why did you know the bombs were a fake?
Well,
That's not all either. When we were looking for the bombs, why were you at the military base? I thought you were supposed to be searching the central island. Plus, when I called for you, you didn't come to the factory right away. Where were you, and what were you doing during that time?
Oh my! It cannot be!
what? Do you suspect me? It is a misunderstanding. I am not the killer. Jesus shit, you son of a bitch!
Sonia?
I am sorry!
I am terribly sorry. I was panicking. I shall calm down and explain to you why I was at the military base.
Princess got a potty mouth.
When I first explored the final island, I discovered a vast amount of bombs there.
Huh?
Well?
At first, I was worried that someone might use them for nefarious reasons if I announced it to everyone.
That's a good point.
So I kept silent the whole time.
Does that mean, when you heard Nagito planted bombs, you got suspicious and went to investigate them?
That is...
And as I suspected, the bombs had disappeared.
Blank, the reason why Monokuma screwed with Kazuichi is because Kazuichi is a butt monkey and he deserves it. Or
I
block,
thoroughly searched
sorry.
for them inside the military base, but the bombs were nowhere to be found.
And because you were searching for them, you were late when we all gathered?
Please listen!
And because of that, I reached the conclusion. The bombs Nagito brought were from the fake
The bombs were from the fake base, which means they were military bombs.
Close enough.
Anyway.
How did you find out the bombs at the military base were fake?
Because I attempted to use one of them.
Sonia, why would you do?
What?
I see.
I thought one of the bombs would be strong enough to blast open the door to the ancient ruin.
Okay, that's fair enough.
At the time, I still believed the bomb was real. And I thought I could use one of them to gain entrance to the ancient ruin.
However, that plan was an utter failure. The bomb was not real. It was merely a fireworks display. God damn it all to hell!
I see. So that's why you're the only one who knew the bombs at the military base were fake.
I did. As did Monami as well. She was also secretly peeking at the bomb.
What the hell is
Which
Mommy
means-
doing?
If those bombs are the same ones that disappeared, it would mean Nagito took them. That is why I knew it was a fake.
such
However,
a sailor mouth.
However, I did think it was strange when Nagito blew up the hotel lobby. That bomb was real, and I could not stop thinking about it.
What was Nagito doing? Guys,
My ears are still ringing.
what happened besides looking for him? He set up bombs?
He basically pulled an ultimatum that he blew. When we went to find him and capture him, he blew up the hotel lobby with an actual bomb and told us that he had enough bombs to blow up the entirety of Jabberwock Island, and we had to find him, and we had to give him the traitor had to reveal themselves, or he would let them go off.
Oh. What if the traitor didn't know that they were a traitor?
That was considered, but Nagito was just like, well, I'm sure my ultimate luck will pull through in the end.
Scary thing is, he's probably right.
Anyway.
He showed us a real bomb to make us believe that the bombs he set were real as well.
Wow, Chiaki.
So, Nagito's actions were extremely calculated. The problem is, his reason for doing it.
With this, I have explained everything.
Do you have a minute?
There should be no more reason for you to doubt me.
Oh, I don't doubt you.
You're right. I got it.
We still haven't spent time with Sonia, have we?
No, we haven't. Alright, I've pretty much finished looking for clues inside the warehouse. I was able to find some clues, but there are still so many things I don't understand yet.
So if that means probably the start of next stream, we should hang out with Sonia, because if Chapter 5 is going to go how I think it's going to go, Chapter 6, we're not going to have any free time events.
I'm not sure if there will be a Chapter 6.
There is.
Okay.
Every mainline Danganronpa game has 6 chapters.
Yeah, but I'm guessing we had, because the first game, we went immediately back into the investigation.
Yeah, it will go immediately into Deadly Life.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, if we did have more spend time events, it would be Sonia first and then Kazuichi.
Well, we could always go back in time and do it.
We can.
We could also leave them for something to do in the post game, aside from the minigame stuff, so that we could have at least a few of those for there.
Yeah, that too.
That should probably be done off.
Hold it.
To be honest.
You look worried.
Yeah, I am.
Well?
At a time like this, it might be good if you broaden your investigation range.
You mean, it's good to investigate other places as well? She might be right. There are several things I've been wondering about besides the crime scene. The military base that Sonia mentioned, the plushie factory next door, the Zumi Castle where the spear originally came from, and Nagito's room, too. If I'm going to understand the reason for his actions, I need to know more about him.
I'm pretty sure the others have already finished investigating.
Can you hear me?
Hey, you! Please, isn't it time we leave this place and try exploring other areas too?
In response to Chiaki, the others gathered around her.
I see.
I agree. I was just thinking about proceeding to another area, since we have the same...
Huh?
But is it safe? There won't be anyone to guard the crime scene.
Yep.
We don't have a choice. There just aren't enough of us. Besides, we've investigated all in here.
I guess you're right.
See?
Also, it looks like the clues we found aren't enough to piece this incident together. So, we need to search for them in other areas. Probably. Well, alternatively, if there aren't any clues in other areas either, we'd have to give up completely.
You don't really need to say that.
Hey!
And it's okay if we leave this place?
Well, it's okay!
There's no time for us to stand around. In order to survive, there's no other way except to do it. In order to survive, we need to find Nagito's killer. If we don't sacrifice that person, nobody can survive. That's our reality. That's why there's no time for us to stand around. Okay, we should probably start with the plushie factory because it's right there.
That's a good idea. Why is there a truck here?
That's where the bombs were.
Yes, they were. The bomb was set up basically so that the detonator was connected to the truck's electrical system, and with the dead man switch, so that when the truck ran out of gas or turned off, the bombs went off.
The life-size Monokuma plushies are crammed inside an enormous basket, but it looks like there aren't any clues here.
Oh, that's what I thought. Give me a second.
That reminds me, we saw Nagito's video message on his laptop. At the time, Nagito should have already been killed, which means that video was recorded in advance. That's right, besides that video, there might be data on this laptop that could be used as a clue. With that thought in mind, I tried messing around with the laptop, but it's no use. It's locked. There's no way I can examine this. But if it's locked, then maybe there really is something inside. Maybe I'm
Can't we just have Kazuichi look at it? Oh wait, he's not a hacker. He's not.
No.
He's not. Oh. What was her name?
What was that?
Who was the ultimate programmer again?
Chihiro Fujisaki.
Yeah.
Thank you. I started with a T.
God damn, how do I remember these random names so perfectly?
Me?
I could barely remember my own name on a good day.
Apparently, the bombs that were stuffed on this truck were actually fireworks. Which reminds me, this truck looks like it came from the military base. Nagito must have brought it from there.
I mean, you are talking to the person that has 108 characters.
Other than that, there's nothing in particular that catches my eye.
I'm excited for tomorrow because there's gonna be a Halloween. I know this is off topic, but there's gonna be a Halloween party. I'm gonna be dressed as Jackie.
Nice.
Cool.
That's an enormous machine, but it's stopped for now. Looks like there's nothing related to the incident here.
You guys think I'll be able to win the costume contest?
I hope so.
What?
You're up, Sonia.
Oh, right.
I have never seen so many Monokumas in my life.
Well, Monokuma isn't exactly someone you would normally run into.
However,
You're just walking down the street and you just see a dual-colored bear with a top hat and a monocle be like, "Hey, fellow human!"
However, while I was staring at all these Monokumas, a thought occurred to me.
well,
The bomb went off at the lobby might have been set up in here.
Huh?
do you have a minute?
If you hide the bomb inside a Monokuma plushie, it would make a frightening weapon. Do you not think the group that is forcing us to kill each other would devise something like that?
Amazing!
That's a good point. A plushie bomb is an act of terrorism. Oh God!
All right.
I'm getting Xenoblade X flashbacks. Oh God, the bloody lobster.
Hey, spoilers.
That's one of the games that's the one game you're not gonna be playing. It's the Wii U one that's not in the main series.
Oh, okay.
Let us rip these apart right away so we can confirm it.
Hold on. If there was a bomb inside these, wouldn't it explode if we carelessly messed with it?
Easy as pie.
Either way, it is all gravy.
All gravy? Oh no, I want gravy. What the hell does that mean?
Enough already!
Stop! There's no bomb!
Hey,
You'll know if you just pick me up, see? All you'll feel is the soft weight of cotton.
I see.
You're right.
However,
Then where did Nagito obtained the bomb he used?
Who knows?
I wonder. If I'm gonna give you guys a hint, then you should know it wasn't from the military base.
Okay.
Tell you the truth, the bombs there are all fakes.
Please wait.
We knew that already.
I know that already. You should have said so earlier.
No.
Well, I thought if I kept quiet, it would foreshadow that a killing was going to happen. That's why I'm just now telling you for the first time. Whew, I feel relieved.
But if the bomb wasn't from the military base or this factory, then
Oh. Do you
he
think
brought it
he
from the
might have-
octagon. Yep, Zint was entirely correct.
Uh-huh.
Well,
I was gonna say he made it in his house. You know you can make homemade bombs, fertilizer, and other stuff.
I must say, you have a good eye there, Sonia. Putting a bomb inside one of my plushies seems like a splendid idea. Let's try it!
That is...
Did I say something I should have not have said?
It's not your fault. Don't worry about it.
Well, time to go somewhere else.
Did you check the break room?
No.
Eh,
But it didn't stop me from leaving,
yeah, exactly.
Just check it just in case.
Nah, not worth it.
It's that dreadful hot helicopter, the one that executed Terror Terror. It doesn't have anything to do with the incident. When I tried looking through the truck bed, it's empty. Nothing's here. When I first came here, there was something on the truck bed, which means Sonia was telling the truth.
However...
Yeah, we just saw that. But did Nagito know the bombs weren't real? It's possible that he thought they were the real thing. No, never mind. He said as much in his video message.
Bomb's fake, got you good.
He knew the bombs were fake. He only did what he did to weed out the traitor.
Get pranked!
No. Is that really it? Did Nagito only do that to expose the traitor? Maybe there was a different motive behind his actions. A huge supply of guns and other firearms are stuffed into the truck bed.
Whoa!
Ah! Found it!
What did you find?
Huh?
Well, that truck bed over there has guns in it, but I also found stuff like...
A survival knife? Wait, that's... Isn't that the same type of knife that was stabbed through Nagito's right hand?
Maybe...
Which means the killer obtained that knife here.
All right!
So the killer is someone who visited this military base at least once!
That's everyone, though.
No, not me. This is the first time I've been here.
That sounds fishy. Dang. The bombs are fake. This might be fake too. But I'm not brave enough to check for myself. Okay. The next area for us to check. Oh, is Mizumi Castle. A spear with a flashy ornament on it is hanging from the wall. This spear is definitely it, right?
I see.
Just as I thought. It looks exactly like the spear that killed Nagito. The same whip-like cord is attached to the handle, and there's a weight at the end of it.
Also,
Plus, it looks like one of the spears on the wall is missing. There's no mistaking it. The killer took one of the spears and used it as a weapon. Spear of Gungnir, huh? Monokuma would totally come up with a lame name like that.
But why did the killer use the spear and a knife?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, they could have just killed him with the knife, and it would have been easier, too. There's no way a spear like this with this unnecessary cord on it would be easy to use.
Yeah, it definitely looks hard to wield. But still, they chose this spear for a reason. What could that reason be? I feel a little tired. No matter how much I investigate, I don't feel any closer to the truth. That's probably why I feel this way. I'm feeling this strange feeling that I've never felt before. As if Nagito is trying to make us suffer, even after he's died.
He would do that.
Well,
He
now's
would.
not the time to think about stupid things like that. I haven't even investigated his cottage yet. It's too early to start complaining. If we investigate that place, we might be able to find some kind of clue. Alright, let's go.
Have we even seen the inside of his cottage yet?
I don't think we have.
I do not believe we have seen the inside of Nagito's cottage.
Well, we should go take a lookie.
Yes.
Oh. Chiaki is here, apparently.
Hello. Just getting some Pokemon Go going while I investigate. How's your investigation going, Hajime?
Well, I've caught a Sandshrew, so I'd say it's going pretty well.
For you. Does it have any super effective moves?
I don't care!
Oh, looks like Chiaki and Monokuma are
Hajime.
already here.
Hajime.
What's this?
Oh my! You want to go inside Nagito's room too?
What are you gonna do?
I was just listening to Chiaki's request. She wants me to unlock the door to Nagito's cottage because she really needs it for the class trial. She begged me to do it while she was licking my black eye.
I didn't do that.
Boy, tough crowd.
Do it! It's sweet because it's made out of black bean paste.
I doubt it.
Hey, we don't have time to mess around. Hurry up and unlock the damn door.
Fine, fine.
Fine. I guess I have no choice. I just gotta do that, right?
Don't give me a massage.
Now then. Va-va-va-loose! Bye-bye!
See, I've opened the door. You can freely investigate now.
Investigate very closely in here.
This isn't my first time seeing that, but why does the door open with a spell like that?
Perhaps.
Maybe the cottage key is computerized?
That's a good
Hey.
point.
More importantly, let's go inside now that the door is open.
Yeah, you're right.
Voice activated locks that only respond to a specific voice saying a specific phrase.
Did you see
It's
something?
very
Yes, I did.
neat in
Okay.
here.
I kind of figured this would be the place I would see it. So, Nagito was living here. What was he thinking inside this room? What was he feeling as he spent his days in here? I can't even imagine. Wanting to see absolute hope, becoming despair so he could act as a stepping stone for the rest of us. No matter how much I think about it, I just don't understand him at all. Even though I have his boxers. I don't even know if he truly believed that. He was especially weird these past few days. What changed him? Maybe the clue to that might be hidden here as well.
It might be in that big pink sparkly box. Monokuma, what are you doing in there?
I'm taking a bath. What's it look like?
Okay, but here's the real question. Do you use bath salts, or bubble bath?
Bubble baths.
Obviously, bubble bath. I love seeing the bubbles. Ah,
Every new bubble
Let
is
me
just
guess.
a new sparkle of hope.
no, it's a
Let me
new
guess, do you-
world of despair.
Let me guess, do you use pear-scented bubble baths so you can obviously have some of despair?
How did you know? No, but really, I use vanilla and licorice.
They smell like soap. Because it rhymes with hope.
Does he also like religion because the leader of the Christianity is the Pope?
No,
would you also say-
Nagito is the Hope Pope.
The Hope. That's great. Does he also take? Does the Hope Pope also take dope?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's the bed that comes with the cottages. It looks just like the one in my room, but...
Hey, hey.
Maybe there's something hidden under his bed. It's the usual place for hiding things.
Yeah, like porn.
Or
well, we should
katana.
still check just in case.
I have a katana under my bed.
I know, I've seen. With no expectations and without thinking, I peeked under the bed and... there's something here. It's a plastic bag from the supermarket. Looks like there's something inside. What's this?
Looks like a gas mask and rubber gloves.
Wasn't there also something in Danganronpa 1 that was similarly like, while everything else is art, this is just straight up a photograph?
The chickens,
Right?
I think.
These look like real deal. Did he get these from the military base?
Gas mask and rubber gloves. He was hiding these under his bed. What did Nagito use this stuff for?
Can we raid his fridge
Hajime.
and take all of his bagels?
Hajime, was there anything else under the bed?
Let's see. I peeked under the bed once again and started looking around the area where I found the supermarket bag, and
All of his Dr. Hopper.
there's a small piece of paper on the floor. A piece of paper made of blue aluminum?
A round, thin piece of aluminum, huh? Something to those deals that go over jars of unopened mayonnaise.
I get what you're saying, but does that mean this is just a piece of trash?
Wait. Time out.
Who knows?
He was trying to create chemical hope.
It might be too soon to decide that. Crystal Hope.
Yes.
Hajime, we need to cook.
We can't even go inside. Go raid his fridge. See if there's anything in his fridge.
One thing at a time. Basic layout is just like my cottage. There's nothing about this window that really catches me eye.
Oh, so Hajime is now a pirate.
Yes!
Arr.
There be a lot of books arranged here. Did Nagito bring these from the library? In addition to books, there's a bunch of random crap stuffed onto the shelf.
Take a lot of time for us to thoroughly go through that stuff.
Hey, hey.
Let's just leave it for later.
Basically, that is a thing that you have to examine last.
Yeah, I agree. There's a refrigerator.
Huh?
Nice. My cottage doesn't even have a refrigerator. I wonder where he got it from.
Nagito probably supplied it himself.
And why would he go putting a refrigerator in his room? Does he really enjoy cold drinks?
It doesn't.
When I talked with Chiaki, I opened the refrigerator out of curiosity.
Oh!
There really isn't much inside. The only thing inside the refrigerator was a brown bottle.
He's got cold drinks. He doesn't look like he's stocked very much. But that bottle clearly isn't the drink, right?
It's Monokuma's poison. Poison made by Monokuma. The poison specifically made for poisoning people.
Poison.
That poison.
Poison.
For poisoning use only.
Really? Looks like some kind of dietary supplement to me. Protein powder, maybe?
Wow.
Hajime!
I took the brown bottle out of the fridge and started
Okay,
reading the label.
I never realized how cheeky that line was. They were doing the stupid thing. They were referencing what Byakuya did in the first game.
What?
When there was the whole thing about whether the protein powder was poison or the poison was protein powder, and Byakuya just chugged the bottle of poison mid-trial when it was actually the protein powder.
Right, yeah.
Exclusively made for poisoning someone to death? Hey, this
Could
is...
it be?
Yeah, it looks like it's poison.
Poison this bottle!
Oh, God.
It looks like there's a warning label in the back. Let's examine it in a little more detail.
I'm surprised there are no bagels in this fridge. I'm disappointed, Nagito.
But be careful with that bottle. Don't drop it.
Stop it. If you were like that, I'm gonna get nervous. I grabbed the bottle with my trembling hand and began reading the warning label on the back of the bottle. Poison made specifically for killing someone. It's Monokuma's special poison.
I've prepared a very special poison for you today.
This enchanted liquid is highly potent and takes effect immediately. Please handle with care. Though its volatility is low, this liquid is very dangerous when vaporized. In a gaseous state, it is heavier than air. It breaks down in minutes and is susceptible to hydrolysis. So it is possible for you to poison someone to death without any complications. Keep this liquid secure by storing it in a cool place in a glass or a plastic container, away from sunlight.
Are you aware of what hydrolysis is?
No, but I mean I can take a guess. I would say that water can leach it out of something.
It's more like it's dispersed / destroyed when it comes into contact with water.
Okay.
Oh. Oh.
Thank you, Latin studies.
Oh.
Let's be real, you learned it from Sonic and Hydrocity Zone.
No.
It's Hydro City.
I learned it from Pokemon with Hydro Pump.
I think I know a thing.
Yeah, the sprinklers.
Anyway.
Yeah.
This sure does look like a chemical that made solely for poisoning someone to death.
Oh, and after the fire went out, we were told to stay out in case of, like, the smoke from the fire. That's the minutes for it to go out. Here's a thought. What if it was in the fire grenades?
It could have been.
Essentially making all of us who threw a grenade the killer.
It would certainly be interesting.
That would be something he would do.
This refrigerator must be here to keep the poison secure.
But where did Nagito get something like this?
Well?
That question could apply to a bomb he used at the hotel, too.
Apply to the bomb?
See?
There should be a reason why Nagito was able to contain such dangerous items.
The octagon inside the funhouse. This poison. He must have brought it with him from there too, right?
Perhaps.
He was probably hiding them somewhere on his body during the last class trial.
He was hiding a bomb and poison during the class trial?
You know, you could have
Jeez, how
found it if you
dangerous.
just tackled me.
We'd all die.
What could he have done if he accidentally tripped and broke the bottle?
Just thinking about it scares me.
Hey.
Also, he already blew up the bomb he took with him at the lobby. But what about this poison?
Huh?
See?
It looks like the bottle is less than half empty. Was it like this from the beginning? Or did Nagito use it? If so, where did he use it? I wonder, is there still a trap somewhere that hasn't been sprung yet?
Another trap?
Perhaps.
For example, maybe he was making some kind of trap using this poison before he died. If that actually exists, it could be real bad. It could potentially kill everyone on this island.
Everyone on the island? What the hell? Nagito, are you still trying to make us suffer?
Yes!
Are you still trying to make us suffer even after you've died?
Yes!
Okay. I guess it's finally time to check out the pink elephant in the room. A fancy-looking treasure box covered in sparkling pink lights is totally standing out. Could this be?
Let me know if you find my treasure. The magnificent treasure box tucked in sparkly pink light. Is this Monomi's room?
Yeah.
Perhaps.
That treasure box.
Chiaki, you know about this?
Yep.
It's really cute.
Oh, she was just reacting. This looks like Monomi's stolen treasure box. This is here. That means the thief Monomi was talking about was Nagito. But why would Nagito steal this? In order to find out, might be a good idea to see what's inside.
Hold it.
Is it gonna be okay? It looks a little dangerous.
Dragon Cat, all I have to say to that is, Rah rah Rasputin! Russia's favorite ooh bee.
I think that was the face, the fate of fuck. Why am I spacing on his name? The big bad of Ghostbusters 2.
Oh, I know who you're talking about, but I don't remember his name either.
Vigo, I think? Or was that the guy who was puppeting? Anyway. It might be, but this could be some kind of clue, you know? If this wasn't important, Nagito wouldn't have stolen it from Monomi in the first place. I turned back towards the treasure box, cautiously opened the lid. Inside, there was a notebook. This is it? Why is a notebook inside this treasure box like it's something important? I took the notebook out of the treasure box and began leafing through it. It contained sloppy drawings as if they were drawn by children, and entries that looked like chicken scratch. Day 1, I was able to talk to everyone for the first time today. Monokuma showed up and things turned bad. Day 2, Byakuya is the leader. A lot of things happened today, so everyone's tired. What is this? A diary?
Looks like it. Did Monomi write these?
Probably. These pictures and entries totally suit her. I kept flipping through the pages. Day 3, Day 4, Day 5. Page after page of poorly written entries continued on in the notebook. I don't really understand, but it looks like there aren't any clues here. And right when I was about to give up, my hand suddenly stopped on an entry titled Day 16. We've been in the funhouse for 3 days. Everyone's hungry and on edge. Hajime tried to go in the final dead room today. He's probably panicking because no one believes him. Huh?
Hey.
Hajime, did something happen?
Oh, it's nothing.
Stop it!
Hey, stop! Don't look at my notebook!
Whoa! From out of nowhere, Monomi suddenly appeared and took the notebook out of my hand.
I won't forgive you!
I did ask you to look for my treasure box, but I never said you were allowed to peek inside. Jeez, that was close. If I hadn't come any later, you would have seen the inside of the notebook. Unfortunately, you were a little too late.
Huh?
But if this notebook is here... Then Nagito was the thief?
No!
Betrayal! I was betrayed by my beloved student!
Hey.
Hey, that notebook, it's pretty much your diary, right? The diary? It seems that way.
Ta-da!
That's right, this is my important diary where all my maiden secrets are written.
Hey!
Hey, you're a liar!
Always show up out of nowhere.
Why you?
Monomi, it's not good to lie, you know.
Lie?
There's no way you wrote in that notebook.
Yeah!
After all, Monomi can't even write.
Huh?
What are you saying? Jeez, I can write letters easily. I can finally write the letter B.
That's wrong!
No, you can't! Because you have no fingers on your hands!
What about you then?
Phew!
See? Bullseye! I know, because I'm the same way too!
What?
Huh? Are you mad? Are you angry that I exposed a weakling like you?
Hey!
So that's what this is about.
Boop.
Sorry about that. I'm here.
You're seriously trying to crush me.
What are you saying? What are you saying? There's no way a big brother would ever crush his little sister.
Looks like the time to settle things between us is getting closer every second.
Hey, I don't know why you're getting so serious, but is what Monokuma said true?
Huh?
He said you didn't write in that notebook. Is that true? If so, who wrote in it?
Well, you know, it's, how should I put it?
Bye-bye.
Excuse me.
Hold on! Damn it, she totally ran away again.
Yep.
The same pattern as usual. Looks like it's a waste of time trying to get answers from her.
But still, I really wanted to ask her about that notebook. Well, actually, it might be better that I didn't ask her. Okay, now it's time.
Well?
They say a shelf is a mirror that reflects a person's heart.
Do they now?
I think we don't know much about Nagito just by looking at this.
So what should we do? It'd be really difficult to look through all these piles.
That doesn't mean we should ignore it, though.
Yep.
I'll leave it to you then, Hajime.
Wait, what?
What if a boy goes through another boy's things? You know, there might be private stuff here.
Not on a shelf. Well,
that was under the bed.
That might be true, but...
See?
So I'll leave this shelf to you.
I think I just got persuaded to do this without realizing it. I sighed and walked toward the shelf. One by one, I started removing the various books and items and examining each one. But even as I examined them carefully, there were still a bunch of random books and items. There's no way there are any clues here. Huh?
Well, that file wasn't the only one I received from Monokuma. This is another one.
That seal!
Indeed. It's the school badge of Hope Creek Academy.
Does that have information about our stolen memories?
Unfortunately, I couldn't find any clues about that. This file doesn't contain our information, just Hajime's information.
Nagito said this only contained information about me, but is that really true? If I look at this, it should be obvious, right? And he said I was from the reserve department and had no talent whatsoever. That might be another one of his lies too. I opened the file I held in my hand to confirm that. Instantly, I realized something was strange. If this really has only my information, then why is this file so thick? As soon as I opened it, it was clear to me. Just as I thought, Nagito had lied to me. Aside from my information, there was information about the others. Kazuichi, Fuyuhiko, Akane, and Sonia, and everyone who died had pages of information about them too. The file contained information on all 16 of us. Only my information, my ass. I can't believe he'd make up such a strange lie. So that means the rest of it might be a lie too? I turned to the page containing my information and began reading through the content. The profile contained basic information such as my date of birth, my height and weight, and so forth. But there's one thing that specifically caught my eye. The words, Reserve Corps student. There was no denying it. It confirmed that I truly was a Reserve Corps student from the Reserve Department. Why is this the only thing that isn't a lie? Why am I the only one here who's from the Reserve Department? Why am I here with all the other Ultimates?
That's a good question.
Hey.
Hajime, did something happen?
Well, I just found a strange file.
Isn't that the special prize Nagito received when he cleared the final dead room? As I recall, your student profile should be in there.
It's not just my profile. The profiles of everyone on this island are in here too. Nagito was lying.
Huh?
When you say everyone, do you mean everyone?
Yeah, it's just basic information, but there should be profiles for all 16 of us.
Can I take a look at that file?
Chiaki leaned against me and peered into the file.
You're right. My profile is really in here, but unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any details.
Details?
Details about our missing memories. Information about the time we spent at Hope's Peak Academy. If it's not written in there, these profiles might have been written before we entered the academy.
Then it's impossible to obtain new clues from them.
Yeah, seems like it.
Ah, hold on.
Huh?
What happened?
I just noticed it right now, but
The file! His name isn't in there, right? There's supposed to be 16 names worth of profiles, but his name is the only one missing, right?
Who are you talking about?
Byakuya. I'm talking about Byakuya Togami.
this is something I've been suspecting for a while, ever since I saw his second to last Benton event, where he mentions admiring Byakuya's life in the third person.
Look carefully. No matter where I look, I don't see his name anywhere.
No way! So what if a name isn't written in that file? Perhaps, based on that, you think he might be the traitor?
No, it's not just because his name isn't written in here. That's not the only reason I think he's suspicious. He participated in the killing school life at Hope's Peak Academy, right? For someone like him, to be in a similar situation on this island, no matter what, it's definitely suspicious.
Well, it pains me to say this, but what you're saying about the missing name and about the killing school life...
Too bad!
It's totally wrong! There's a completely different reason.
A different reason?
You're getting all riled
How should I
up!
put this? You guys have been getting all worked up about that Byakuya for no reason. Which means the great mystery that you think surrounds that Byakuya doesn't exist. You're basing it on one person's cheap speculation.
What do you mean?
What the heck?
You don't have to ask me that. You know the answer just by looking through those profiles, right?
Huh? My eyes turned back to the file. One by one, I started flipping through the pages and confirming the names. And suddenly, I came across a page that was filled with question marks. Every section was filled with question marks. It could barely be considered a student profile. On that page, I was only able to confirm one thing. Ultimate imposter?
Ta-da! That's Byakuya's true identity.
I knew he was sus.
Ah!
True identity?
He was a fake that was pretending to be the ultimate affluent progeny, Byakuya Togami.
Sussy baka.
Why?
A fake?
Hey,
The fact that his profile is filled with question marks isn't a mistake or an oversight. Surprisingly enough, that's the correct information regarding him. The ultimate imposter has no name, no permanent address, and even his age and gender is unknown. Yet for some reason we default to male in spite of that. Basically, he doesn't exist.
Well, I mean, he was most recently impersonating Byakuya and thus using male pronouns.
Fair enough. Because he doesn't exist, he's able to exist as anybody. That's his talent. Though I'm not jealous of that at all.
That person wasn't really Byakuya Togami?
Perhaps.
No, he was a lull in Byakuya. Didn't you hear me say that before?
Ah!
So,
Heh.
so we
Is that
finally
why he was
confirmed
so much
why he's
better
Byakuya.
compared to what he was
Yep.
involved in the killing school life?
so cool!
His physique doesn't affect his ability to fool others at all. Real imposters are skilled like that.
Then He was lying to us this whole time?
But still,
But he couldn't help it,
What? Why couldn't he help it?
oh,
because that was his talent.
Huh?
Well, having talent means that you're also bound to that talent.
God. More and more, I'm seeing the ultimate talents as just like, you're autistic. And this is the specialization you have.
Yeah, I'm Chiaki, 110%. And I think with that, I think I'm gonna head out. It's getting kind of late for me.
Well, we're almost at the trial. Could you finish up your last few lines before then?
I'll try my best.
Alright.
The moment you attain talent, your way of life has been already chosen for you. You can't do anything else except rely on that talent, regardless of whether you want that life or not.
In that sense, compared to the other ultimates, your life might be a bit more liberating.
What the hell?
Anyway... I'm not happy that you guys fell for a scam that I had nothing to do with.
That's right!
So I'll tell you straight up. This revelation about Byakuya is exactly the truth.
Then, what was he trying to say to me at that time?
I cannot talk to others about my past. I suspect that my skeptical nature is partly to blame. Distrusting others, and being distrusted in turn. For a long time, my life has been a living hell.
Based on the context, if I had to guess...
No.
Maybe he was just complaining that he was cursed to wander the earth as nothing more than a fraud? But if you guys had your school memories, you never would have been betrayed in the first place. I mean, it'd be different if you were meeting him for the first time. But since you guys went to Hope's Peak Academy, you should have already known about the ultimate imposter already.
So in the end, it all leads back to memory loss.
Phew!
Geez, the Future Foundation sure is awful. There's no way you should ignore Monami or the traitor.
Who is it? Who's the traitor? Just from looking at these 16 profiles, I still wouldn't know who's from the Future Foundation. Is there really someone like that?
Of course!
Well, obviously you wouldn't know. I made that file so you guys couldn't find out.
Could it be?
So it's just as I thought. You're the one who did it.
Hey,
The fact that there are 16 profiles in there is what's wrong. I mean, the traitor is a spy sent by the Future Foundation, not a student from Hope's Peak Academy.
You made a fake profile for the traitor and included it in here?
Correct!
It wouldn't be fun if you figured out who the traitor was so easily, right?
Hey.
Then we can't use this file to figure out who the traitor is. That was true for Nagito too, right?
Well, probably. Ooh, it's dripping with despair, isn't it? You wasted your precious time on something that isn't a clue.
Are you sure
Why not
about
have a
this?
truth bullet of that?
Was that a wise decision? Time's up, you know.
Time's up? Wait.
Bye-bye!
Excuse me for a moment.
I think with that, I'm gonna head out.
Alright.
Okay.
That chime just now?
Good luck.
What is
Hajime,
most important for
I believe
living
you.
things?
You can do this. Never give up your hope.
Thank you, Chiaki. Unless you're the
No
traitor.
problem.
And that is why
Now go get that
Tsugamis...
motherfucking bear.
Have a good night, everyone. I'll see you next week.
And that is also why Tugami's final spend time event cannot be completed in normal gameplay.
Also,
Yeah, I
it
figured
is the
as much.
reason why he has the nickname Byakuya Tugami.
Yeah. Like I'm gonna say, the second to last spend time event, it does pretty much spell it out.
Yeah.
Well, personally, I think time is. I mean, your bank account may go up and down, but time will inevitably run out, right? That's why we gotta cherish time. There is nothing more wasteful than wasting time. So, Time's up! We will begin the last class trial. So please gather at Monokuma Rock. I'll see you soon.
The last class trial? He said that, right? He said last class trial.
Yep.
Yeah, I heard it too. He really did say it was the last class trial. What do you think? Should we believe him? Monokuma seemed anxious about the Monokuma timer earlier, right? 2 more days? And he said something about the killing school trip ending, right? Based on the time limit, this might definitely be the last one.
But still...
But I can't imagine that it's the real end. Huh? I think Monokuma's real plan might be just beyond that. His real plan? Is Monokuma still planning to make us do something? What could it be? Maybe, after putting us through all this, he's planning to kill the remaining survivors all at once?
Well?
But still, it's also not a good idea to think about it too much, I think. I think we should focus on the class trial that's waiting for us first. You're right. A class trial for Nagito's murder. We're pretty screwed. I haven't collected my thoughts because we were so focused on this file. I still can't see who killed Nagito.
But still...
Well, you don't have to worry so much. Huh?
Right?
I mean, we're not fighting this alone, you know? You're right. You're absolutely right. We're not alone. Even if it's a mystery that can't be solved alone, as long as everyone cooperates and works together, yeah, if we do that, things will turn out fine.
Damn right.
It looks like everyone's here.
Huh?
Huh? Is this it? Shouldn't there be more people?
Damn it.
Stop it. You're making me depressed.
Stupid fool!
You're making me depressed. So, it is going to happen again. The cruel conflict where we must doubt our friends. But once we're through with this, we can go back, right?
That's right.
That Monokuma bastard said so, didn't he? He said this is the last class trial.
Damn it.
But we've been tricked every step of the way. There's no way I can believe that so easily.
Of course not.
Why can't you believe it? The guy who's making us do all this is the one saying it, you know?
You know, right?
That's why I'll definitely survive. If we can really go home after we deal with this class trial,
That's right.
I'll definitely find out who the killer is no matter what. Even if I have to pull out all the stops. What the fuck? Why are you here?
You haven't realized it yet? That feeling of wanting to leave this island? Thinking like this is Monokuma's trap, you know?
Huh?
Huh? What are you saying?
Got it?
There's no way Monokuma will end things here. He's planning something far worse.
Ah! Stop trying to jinx us!
I'll beat you up!
Damn it, I'm right. Stupid rabbits should just shut up.
Everyone, you mustn't run away from despair.
Huh?
I have finally realized after losing my powers. I realized that cursing your powerlessness or your fate accomplishes nothing. The possibility may be small, but as long as there's a possibility, you must face it. In order to become someone who can be proud of yourself. So I will fight.
Huh?
What's her deal? I do not really know, but she seems different from before. Maybe she read a self-help book.
Wait.
But her eyes, she looks so determined.
You...
What can you tell just by looking at those button eyes?
I can see her spirit.
Anyway, Make sure you turn off Mini-Maru. It'd be annoying if he started talking during the trial.
Fine.
But still,
Somehow, I understand what Monami is saying, I think. Anyway, let's get going. To the last class trial.
Yep.
You're right. We need to fight as much as we can. No matter what hopeless truth awaits us in the end.
Get in my belly, bitches!
This is the end. I kept saying those words to myself over and over within my mind. I entered Monokuma Rock.
Yeah.
This elevator ride. This will be the last time for this too, right? I hope so.
well,
Let's worry about things after we're finished.
you are right.
More importantly, we must focus on the class trial before us.
The button looks like it has a little face on it.
Damn it.
The killer managed to kill someone like Nagito. There's no way this is going to go smoothly. I mean, I still can't believe one of us was able to do that. Nagito was problematic in many ways, but he was also a valuable asset during the trials.
Yeah, you're right. In fact, during the Funhouse ordeal, we were completely dependent on him. But even if he's gone, the ones who survive need to stand and fight. We must fight. And then, the door slowly opened. This bright light greeting us. Is that the light of hope, or the light of despair?
Well now.
Well then, now that the Chatterbox Nagito is gone, there are only 6 of you left!
Shut the hell up!
Enough! Just fucking start this already!
Hey!
Hey, this is it, right? This is really the last class trial, right?
Yep.
Yep, it sure is! So, you gotta show some enthusiasm and make sure you give it your all!
All right!
Didn't I tell you? He said it! This is the end!
Now then.
Let's get this trial started!
Viva killing!
This is the last class trial! Let's show some enthusiasm and kill each other!
This is the 5th class trial. According to Monokuma, this is also the last class trial. That curtain is about to rise. Nagito Komaeda, the ultimate lucky student. When I first met him, I thought he was a nice guy. He came across as very sociable. But his true nature held such a demented thought process that was nothing like his outward appearance. He said he believed in hope more than anything else. He said he was yearning for a powerful hope that can overcome any despair. He said it would even help despair just to prove that hope will never lose to despair. And he said he'd become a stepping stone for hope. His way of thinking was completely screwed up. But there were also times he saved us too. Someone like him was killed. That was the end of him. And I have no idea at all who did it, but there's no way we can end this without knowing. We will be consumed by despair. That's why we absolutely have to find out. The person who finished off Nagito. The killer who murdered Nagito. In order to return from this despair alive, we need to reach the truth. And if Monokuma says this is really the last class trial, that's all the more reason we need to do this. And so, this life-threatening trial billowing with hope and despair, the last one, has begun.
I would suggest we go to the halfway point of the trial.
That's what I was thinking as well.
Excellent.
Let's see. I have more points that I can spend.
Yes, you do. So let's take a look at all of our new skills and see if we can use any of them.
Let's see. You know, I'm gonna put this on. I'm feeling like anything that helps Panic Talk action. Yeah, you know what? That one do.
What are the other ones we have?
Well, most of them are just helping things that, like, I'm already good at. Yeah. I was mostly looking to do things to help out with Panic Talk action because that's the only remaining one that is like, why?
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class
You've
trial.
seen how some of the differences in our Super Danganronpa Another 2 are, and how I told you that some of that is similar to what V3's is, which it's not all, but yes, I'm sure at the very least you're somewhat hopeful for what's coming in the next game.
Potentially.
During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is and vote for who done it.
This is the first trial where Monomi isn't hanging from the thing. Oh my god. Nagito's X is extra drippy.
Yup.
Yeah.
If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will earn the right to leave this island. Oh my, Monomi? My cute little sister? You're awfully quiet. What's happened to you? You've ascended the ladder of adulthood and reached the moon? Because you're a rabbit? Chesto! One more time! Geez, how about this one? This will be my final blow! It's useless.
Please stop! I feel bad for Monomi.
You're right. Now's not the time for me to horse around with Monomi. The class trial has started, after all. The victim this time is Nagito, who was attempting to reveal the traitor for everyone's sake. Who in the world killed him? I'm so curious.
If he was killed for trying to reveal the traitor, that traitor is obviously the killer. They were trying to shut Nagito up.
No, that might not be it.
Huh? Are you trying to protect the traitor? They didn't call out when we were in danger. Wait. Don't tell me you're the traitor.
Don't say something so stupid. There's no way in hell I'm the traitor.
Now that's more like it. Why don't you guys hurry and start arguing already?
The traitor and the killer who murdered Nagito is here, right? Are they the same person? Or...
The killer didn't tape Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
So that's why he was so beat up. What were they trying to find out by torturing him? Definitely the bomb's hiding place. If so, the suspect is whoever found the bomb first!
That was Fuyuhiko.
I found it by coincidence. There's no way I'd torture someone.
The killer didn't tape Nagito's mouth to shut him up. I'm telling you, they were torturing him.
The reason Nagito's body was covered with wounds.
It's because the killer tortured Nagito.
No,
Yeah,
that's
because
wrong.
with the duct tape over his mouth, it's not like he'd be responding to the torture. That's a terrible way to get information
But
out of
Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape, so he wouldn't have been able to confess anything. If he was being tortured for information, they wouldn't have taped his mouth like that.
I'm prepared.
Oh.
Ah, I just realized it. It's a trap.
Trap?
Stupid Hajime. You got caught in that trap.
Stupid? Why is my thing popping up?
I do not know.
Huh. Oh, nothing.
You obviously assume he couldn't talk, but that was the trap. They wanted to hide the fact that he got interrogated.
But if you tape his mouth shut, how is he supposed to answer anything?
Pay attention, this is how it went down. First, the killer tortured and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him, they duct-taped his mouth shut. Whew, that was close, you guys. Thanks to me, you guys didn't get caught in the trap.
They taped Nagito's mouth after getting information from him. True, that sounds reasonable. That clearly contradicts the truth. If he had listened to me until the very end, I wouldn't have to go to the trouble of repeating
Pay attention,
myself.
this is how it went. First, the killer tortured and got information about the bomb's location. Then, after they killed him...
Allow me to cut through those words!
Couldn't have been after they killed him, because of the blood splatter.
No, there's no doubt Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he was beat up.
What did you say?
Who cares about the duct tape? We might as well settle this with rock, paper, scissors.
We don't need to play a game. It's clear the duct tape was on his mouth before the torture even began.
Why do you always side with Hajime? Do you have a crush on him or something?
Are you in elementary school or something?
You were with us when I peeled the duct tape off Nagito's mouth, right? The blood on Nagito's face wasn't under the duct tape, remember?
The blood on his face came from his arm wounds, which means the duct tape was on his face before his arms were even wounded.
And the duct tape had a lot of crinkles around his mouth. He must have been struggling to open his mouth under the duct tape.
Perhaps the duct tape was used so he wouldn't be able to scream. Then it's like I said at the beginning. The tape wasn't for torture. It was to keep his mouth shut.
However, if they wanted to seal his mouth, they did not need to hurt him with such ferocity.
They probably had a deep grudge against Nagito.
Then, are you saying the killer was trying to make him suffer?
If so, it's friggin' crazy. Did they go psycho or something?
No, they didn't just go crazy. Whoever did this must be one crafty bastard. If not, they wouldn't have taken the time to set fire to the crime scene and destroy all the evidence.
Hmm? The warehouse fire was for destroying evidence?
We can't think of any other reason.
But who could have done that? When the fire occurred, everyone in this room was gathered in front of the warehouse.
Yeah. And right after I opened the warehouse door, the flames started burning from the very back.
Which means, it is plausible to think that nobody here set the fire.
The killer isn't one of us. But that's not the case, huh? I mean, it's wishful thinking.
Even if it was only a coincidence, the timing was just too perfect.
Based on the pattern up until now, we should suspect that some kind of setup was used for this.
Some kind of setup? Like what?
I do not know that, but that has been the pattern before.
That's our Miss Sonia. You have such an amazingly high intellect.
Shut up, Soda.
Alrighty then. Let's think about this based on what Miss Sonia thinks. Is that okay, Miss Sonia?
Damn right it is!
The reason for the fire, huh? They're right. We need to clear that up first.
The direct cause of the fire was... the oil lighter found at the crime scene, right?
The killer used some kind of setup. He lit the curtain on fire with the lighter.
Some kind of setup?
Are you still ignoring me?
Did they use the oil as an improvised fuse?
They probably just threw the lighter.
Based on the shape of that oil lighter, it can stand upright while the flame is lit.
If they tipped over the lighter in some way, it could have ignited the curtain.
Some way?
What is
Maybe
going
they used
on
invisible
with
thread.
with the noise?
There should have been a way to tip it over with sound waves.
Or perhaps opening the door caused intense wind pressure to tip over the lighter.
Okay, I kind of want to like keep an
The
eye
direct
on
cause of the
noise
fire
while
was
I'm doing this because someone was trying to catch attention.
the
and then
oil
it
lighter
started
found at the
goofing out.
crime scene, right?
Now then, mommy.
The killer used some kind of setup
Seems like everyone is debating. Why don't we kill some
and
time?
lit the curtain on fire with the lighter.
Dot dot dot.
Some kind of setup?
Are you still ignoring me?
Did they use the oil as an improvised
Fine,
fuse?
be that way. I'm pretty good at abusing myself.
They probably just threw the lighter.
Based on the shape of it can stand upright while the
If they tipped over the light, it could have ignited the...
some way?
What are you doing?
Maybe they used invisible thread.
There should have been a way to tip it over with sound.
Or perhaps opening the door
I agree with that.
Because it was clearly this.
I also agree that opening the door is what started the fire.
just as I thought. It was the wind pressure. A dust devil blown here from glorious Japan!
No, not wind pressure. They probably used the Monokuma panels. A huge number of tipped-over Monokuma panels were found at the crime scene, right? It looked like they were scattered everywhere, but some were laying on top of each other in a single line. Just a single line leading from the warehouse door to the fire's origin.
Does that mean anything?
The killer probably arranged those Monokuma panels to create a domino effect.
A domino effect. You mean those tiles kids play with by lining them up and tipping them over?
In place of those tiles, the killer used the Monokuma panels. So when we opened the warehouse door, the first panel toppled into the second. And from there, they fell like dominoes until they reached the lighter at the end.
But wouldn't it be obvious that those big panels were falling over?
That's probably why they turned off the lights in the warehouse, so we wouldn't notice them.
So the reason the warehouse was dark was to hide the domino effect.
And one more thing. There was something else the killer did to hide the domino effect, right?
Claire did one other thing to hide the domino effect. Oh, I'm gonna have to choose from fucking everything. I'm gonna say the MP3 player.
I see! You're talking about the MP3 player, right?
Yep.
That hymn blaring throughout the warehouse masked the sound of the falling panels.
The inside of the warehouse felt even darker because our eyes were still used to the bright sunlight outside. Within that darkness, a loud hymnal blared throughout the warehouse at full volume.
That's it. So the strange sound was actually the sound of the panels falling.
But those sounds weren't the only strange thing, right? Looking back on it, it was also strange when we opened the door to the warehouse.
Open it slowly, not working. Trying again, busting it down.
Ah, so the door was being blocked by a Monokuma panel.
And when we opened the door, the domino effect started, and the falling panels eventually reached the lighter. Yeah, and that's how the warehouse caught on fire. At least, that's how it looks.
You don't look so sure.
At the time, Akane mentioned that she could barely open the door
Because the panel was blocking it, right?
But the panel's too light, isn't it?
but the blocked doorway, there wasn't enough space for a person to fit through, right?
Is that a problem?
It's a major problem. I mean, that door was the only entrance to the warehouse.
Fair, fair. That door was the only entrance to the warehouse. I see, so the problem Chiaki's talking about is... they couldn't take any merch. The killer couldn't have left.
I see! If the panel was so close to the door that it could barely be opened, the killer inside the warehouse wouldn't be able to leave, right?
Now that you mention it.
Does that mean they were hiding inside?
Who? We were all outside the warehouse, you know.
Based on the patterns up until now, I believe some kind of setup was used.
You don't have to think so hard. There's actually only one person who could have possibly done this.
Huh?
You don't mean...
But if that's true, this murder...
Hajime? What do you mean?
The person who set up the domino effect inside the warehouse. There's only one person who could have done that. Oh my god, am I fucking blind? There we go.
This is my answer!
Yep.
What if it was Nagito?
Why'd you bring him up? He's the victim, you know.
He wasn't just the victim. Maybe.
Huh?
Not just the victim? What does that mean?
He was the victim. And he was the perpetrator, too. Maybe.
Are you saying this was a suicide? Don't be stupid. His body was covered in torture wounds. Or did you already forget? Are you saying those were all self-inflicted?
But Nagito might do something like that, don't you think?
That's not the issue. He was tied up, remember? Even for a creep like Nagito, it'd be impossible for him to tie up his own arms and legs.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, as long as you understand.
It seems we need to discuss how Nagito was able to tie himself up.
Need to discuss? That's not necessary at all. No matter how much you think about it, it's clearly impossible.
Like you said, it seems impossible if you think about it, but I feel like I'm overlooking something.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible!
Tying just the legs is one thing, but... tying both arms would be impossible.
You couldn't do much with the free arm.
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth? Or if you use your front tail?
What?
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
Our assumption that Nagito committed suicide is correct. Nagito should have tied himself up too. It's okay, right?
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible!
Tying just the legs is one thing, but...
Okay, well, let me double check the things we've got here. I feel that it's possibly the burned rope. Of course, the question is, how did the knife get in there?
tying both arms would be impossible.
Oh god, is
You
he
couldn't
such
do
a
much
freak
with the
that he
free
tied a
arm.
knot with a knife through
It'd be
his arm?
impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth? Or if you use your front tail?
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
Oh, but where can I use that?
To actually tie up... That's obviously impossible!
So you're saying
Tying both
tie up your
arms would be
arms and legs.
impossible.
You couldn't do much with it. It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth?
By yourself.
Or if you use...
These are two agreement statements. So either have two repeats for who you
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
for a comment.
Yeah, I don't think it's either of the agreements because he clearly didn't use his teeth.
And he clearly didn't use his cock.
Yeah.
To actually tie up your own arms and legs. That's obviously impossible!
Tying just the legs is one thing, but tying both arms would be...
You couldn't do much with the free...
It'd be impossible if you were by yourself.
How about if you use your teeth?
By yourself.
Or if you use your
But
front
we
tail?
are confirming that he was by yourself, so it can't be.
Dirty joke! Is that a dirty joke?
If the reason you think...
To actually tie up your own arms and legs.
No, that's wrong!
That he only tied
Hold
up
on a
one
sec.
arm.
Isn't that premise flawed?
What? I mean, it's no mistake that his arms and legs were...
No, it shouldn't have been both of his arms. The rope on his right arm was completely burnt up. Based on that, you can't say he was tied up.
That was just burned by the fire. He should have been tied up before then.
I would like some of you.
It burned because of the fire. Like you said, it might look like that. But that was part of the trap. There's concrete evidence that proves it.
Proves that the burnt rope on Nagito's right arm is a trap. His right sleeve.
I see! Take a close look at his right sleeve. Even though the rope was burnt up, his sleeve wasn't burned at all. Wouldn't you agree? A burn like this, no matter how you think about it, is unnatural. That rope was burned in advance so it would look like it was burned in the fire.
Then Nagito's right arm wasn't tied up, right? He was able to move it freely, right?
Yeah, that should be the case.
Hajime, that's awesome! I'll let you cop a feel if you want.
What?
Akane, you should not give it away for free. Make sure they pay you first.
What?
That's definitely wrong.
Thank you, Fuyuhiko.
Fine. I just gotta get a Benjamin from him before I let him touch me, right?
What?
That's not what I meant. I'm talking about Nagito. I mean, even if his right hand wasn't tied up, the knife was still stabbed into it, you know?
It's impossible to stab a knife into your right hand with your right hand. Ah, that much is obvious.
Hajime, you tricked me! Give me back that Benjamin!
Why is this the horniest trial?
Not only did she try to charge me, now she wants the money back? What the heck?
Hold on. There should be a way.
Then hurry up and spill it.
If it's something lame, I'll make you give back the Benjamin with 10,000%
You
interest.
didn't give me a Benjamin! A way to stab yourself in your right hand, using only your right hand. Okay, there's definitely an answer for this.
Even if Nagito's right hand was free, how could he stab his right hand with his right hand?
If he threw the knife into the air and let the knife fall, could he stab his hand that way?
Is he a throwing knife expert?
Maybe he propped the knife somehow
I think it's that one.
and slammed his right hand down on it?
Propped it onto what?
If he just propped the knife, he could have used his bound left hand.
If you're tied up, your arms won't bend that easily. We don't know if his left hand could even reach his right hand. Even if Nagito's right hand was free, how could he stab his right hand with...
If he threw the knife into the air and let the knife fall, could he stab his hand that way?
Is he a throwing knife expert?
Maybe he propped the knife somehow?
I agree with that.
Yep.
The life-sized Monokuma plushie. He must have used that to prop the knife.
Makes sense. That's why there was a big hole in the plushie's stomach. He inserted the knife handle into that hole to prop it up. Then he slammed his hand onto it. If that's it, he had to place the plushie near him. And it also explains the mysterious blood on the plushie.
So the blood on the plushie came from Nagito after he stabbed the knife into his own right hand.
I see. So that's the trick.
But for a moment, I seriously thought Monokuma died or something.
A bleeding plushie is super scary. It's got the same fear factor as a doll whose hair grows too long.
After stabbing his hand, he no longer needed the plushie, so he cast it off toward the fire's origin point.
He probably thought the fire would incinerate it and destroy the evidence.
So what do you think now, Fuyuhiko?
I get what you're saying about the wound on his right hand, but there's still one huge problem. The spear. Basically, you're saying Nagito committed suicide by impaling himself with a spear, right? If you think about the order, getting killed by the spear should have been the last thing to happen to Nagito. If that's true, how is that possible? He can't grab a spear with his right hand if a knife is stabbed into it and his left hand was all tied up.
He was holding onto the weight with the left hand, with the rope, with it swung over the girder above. Then he let go and let it fall.
Then he probably took the spear first, and as he endured the pain, he stabbed the knife into his right hand.
There is a limit to his constitution. If you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
Sonia!
I'm sorry, I didn't catch all that.
God damn it, Soda!
Like I said, if you got penetrated by something so big and thick, you would die instantly.
Say it one more time. I need to record it. For reasons.
Hey, bastard, you better cut it out!
Like she said, in that condition, it's very difficult to stab yourself with a spear. It'd be hard to use a spear with a knife stab into your right hand while your left hand is tied up.
So you're saying it's impossible?
But no matter what I think, I can't believe Nagito's death was caused by someone else.
I also agree with that. To think that one of us could kill someone with such cruelty, I could never believe that.
You say you can't believe it? You just don't want to believe it, right? But that's why you keep getting betrayed over and over again, right? Same goes for this time, too.
You just shut your mouth. It's against the rules to interfere with everyone. If you even think about doing anything, I have a plan of my own.
Monomi sassing me!
But it's just as Monokuma said. We've been betrayed over and over again so far, so...
You know, I think I would rather keep being betrayed by people than to not be able to trust anyone.
This might also be the same. Calling this a suicide takes too much for granted, and it's too convenient.
Then are you saying there is a killer among us, Kazuichi?
Of course that doesn't include Miss Sonia and me.
As Kazuichi said, it's true we've been constantly betrayed. But even if I'm betrayed again, I still want to believe in everyone.
Thank you, Chiaki.
No matter how many times I may be betrayed, I still want to believe in everyone.
I also want to believe that there's no killer, but suicide is unimaginable.
Do you really think so?
But you said it too. It'd be impossible for him to stab himself with a spear in his condition.
I did say difficult, but I never said impossible.
Huh?
I feel that there's some way he could have stabbed himself with that spear.
What kind of way?
I don't know.
You don't know?
It's impossible to figure out by myself. So let's think about it together. That's how we made it this far up till now.
Everyone working together.
She's right. We made it through several ordeals up till now by doing that. Then, even now...
All right, let's do this.
Okay, I think it's blood on left hand.
How did Nagito stab himself with a spear? Let's work together and think this through.
When the spear stabbed Nagito, his right hand was covered by the knife, right?
He was only able to move his left hand.
But his left hand was also tied up.
Then that rules out his left hand. If that's the case, the only other way is...
He used his teeth? Or maybe he used his front tail.
Again?
With this?
I know guys have tails that get hard when they're grabbed.
What are you saying?
A blushing Miss Sonia is freaking awesome!
Okay, Earth, please end this immediately.
How did Nagito stab himself with... Let's work together and think this through.
I'll try.
When the spear stabbed Nagito, his right hand was covered by the knife, right?
He was only able to move his...
But his left hand was also tied.
Then that rules out his left hand.
No, that's wrong!
Thank you.
This has been an easy
Hold
trial
on.
so far.
It's still too early to dismiss the possibility that he used his left hand.
I mean, to be fair, you kind of have an OP skill in the one that gives you only 3 truth bullets.
True, but I've had that for ages, and still things have tripped me up.
Why? I mean, his left hand was tied up, you know?
But there was something off about his left hand. The bloodstain on the palm of his hand. Don't you think it looked somewhat strange? He only had blood on the lower area of his palm. Beyond that point, the bloodstain suddenly cuts off, right?
When the blood splattered, that's as far as it reached, right?
That settles the description of that bloodstain. But it's not the only unnatural bloodstain. Look, there's blood on the back of his hand, around the middle joints of his fingers.
Like you said, it looks like an unnatural bloodstain, but what's wrong with that?
We might need to think and use our imaginations for a bit.
Imagination.
If there's blood on his palm and the back of his hand, what was his left hand doing as the blood splattered?
It was gripping.
I see! When the blood splattered, he was probably gripping with his left hand. That's why there's such a strange-looking bloodstain on his palm and the back of his hand.
Was he grabbing his front tail?
Perish the thought! He was obviously grabbing the spear!
Oh my god.
Now that you mention it,
Kane.
compared to the rest of his body, the wounds on his left arm are pretty mild. He probably made his wounds mild on purpose, so he could keep his strength while he gripped the spear.
Just why is this the
But even if he held the
trial?
spear with his tied up left hand, it'd be impossible for him to stab himself.
That's right. That's the
Hey,
problem.
Chiaki, what do you think? Hey, don't tell me you're getting sleepy.
At times like this, you should always strike from a good angle. Just like fixing an old TV.
Damn straight.
Oh, I got it. Maybe.
Huh? Really?
Yeah, like I thought. It's no mistake that Nagito was gripping the spear, I think. However, what's important is what section of the spear he was gripping.
He's holding on to the cord.
I see! That's it. Instead of the handle, Nagito must have been holding on to the cord. There was a metal weight at the tip of the cord, but there were bloodstains on that part too. Plus, the joint between the weight and the cord had a bloodstain shaped like it was cut off by something.
Isn't the size of that cut-off section about the same size as a human fist?
Ah, you're right. So this is the part Nagito was gripping, huh? And then the blood that was supposed to end up here ended up getting on Nagito's left hand.
But why is it so important to know which part of the spear he was gripping?
You're not gonna say he gripped the tip of the cord, swung the spear around, and stabbed himself, right?
I mean, in a roundabout way, yes.
That is where the clue to solve this mystery resides. Right, Chiaki? I am sorry. Of course this mystery will not be solved that easily.
Nagito was gripping the cord extending from the butt of the spear with his left hand. From there, how would he stab himself in the stomach with the spear? He let it drop.
It seems we are stuck. Shall we have tea time?
At a time like this, how about we stick to the plan to think one step at a time instead of expecting the answers all at once?
That's a long plan name.
One step at a time. What does that mean?
Let's focus on the spear first. Namely, where it was and how it was positioned just before it impaled Nagito.
How it was positioned.
Nagito was facing up, and the spear was stabbed through his stomach. So if it's just before that... Could it be? The state of the spear, and the fact that Nagito was holding the tip of the cord attachment. If I put those facts together and think about it, I should be able to figure out where the spear was and what state it was in before it stabbed Nagito. Oh, we're playing Tony Hawk.
Hotline Miami, here we come.
Fuck.
Oh, it just occurred to me. Do we need to be watching on Twitch if, or streaming on Discord if Hannah's not here?
Strictly speaking, no, but I think some of the people who are watching via Discord are still watching via Discord, like Zen.
Okay, that's fair.
Vincent Blanc is still here.
Yeah.
That's fair.
It was above Nagito. Why did you turn?
Because fuck you, that's why.
You absolute butt muffin. What else was above him? A ceiling girder. Fuck! My need to hold down the A button at all times has come back to bite me again. I need to go fast though.
You are not Sonic.
Yes, I am!
You are not blue enough.
I can be!
We're not throwing you in the freezer or outside or dunking you in blue food dye.
Blue paint!
Neither that!
It's all coming together! The spear impaled Nagito as he was laying face up. It must have been perpendicular to him just before that.
Perpendicular? In the middle of the air?
If Nagito did that all by himself, did he have some sort of ESP?
I wish.
That'd be awesome, but he'd probably use the ceiling girder directly above him.
Chiaki once again sharing a brain cell with me.
Yeah.
Nagito probably slung the cord over the ceiling girder, and using that as a support,
God,
he hoisted the spear directly above him.
Guys, I can only imagine how fucking nuts this case would have been if Nagito kept his original talent.
What was his original
The
talent?
ultimate
And if Nagito let go of
Shinigami.
the cord, the spear would have fallen and impaled him while he was laying face up.
I noticed a slight red streak on the ceiling girder. It probably got smeared there during the setup.
The blood on the cord probably rubbed off on the ceiling girder as the spear was falling. So, how about it? Using this method, Nagito could have impaled himself with the spear.
Are you serious? He really committed suicide? Like that?
He probably chose that spear so he could commit suicide like that. If someone else did this, there's no reason they'd go to all this trouble just to kill someone with a spear.
I agree. When I was investigating this case, I kept thinking over and over how strange it was.
Yes, the need for logic.
Why did the killer use the knife and the spear so differently?
So you're saying he needed to use that spear to pull off his trick?
Then, this is for real? He really committed suicide? Every single wound on his body. That was all him?
Yup.
Not just that, he did all that while he was gripping the spear? That spear should not have stabbed Nagito until the very end. Which means Nagito wounded himself while he was gripping that spear, right?
Did he put the duct tape on his mouth too?
He probably covered his own mouth so we wouldn't hear him screaming in pain.
Did he need to go that far? That's beyond crazy. Why would he do that to himself?
He was probably trying to get us to make a mistake. By committing a suicide that looked like a murder, he was trying to steer us toward the wrong answer. His goal was to get us all executed.
And that's why he stabbed himself over and over again?
Did he want us to die that bad?
That's messed up. That's seriously so messed up.
Yeah, that's our Nagito.
Jeez. And I was starting to feel a little sympathetic toward him. How stupid of me. I completely underestimated his capacity for malice. A mind-boggling malice that threatens us even after he's died. That's the form his malice took. I'd forgotten all about it until now. If he was here now, he'd probably be sneering at me.
However, there is one thing I still do not understand. He said he would reveal the traitor, right? Whatever became of that?
He was probably planning to kill the traitor along with the rest of us.
So why did he not just do that in the first place? If he had no qualms with killing everyone, he did not have to cause a bomb scare to reveal the traitor.
I bet the bomb scare was part of the strategy behind this trick. He made us split up and search for a bomb so none of us would have an alibi. He created a scenario where any of us could have killed him.
He tried to make us doubt each other and tried to hide the truth behind his suicide.
Did he cause a bomb scare for that reason alone?
He's a fucking bastard who killed himself for his delusions of grandeur. It's not that unthinkable.
You are right, I suppose.
Yeah, it appears we've come to a conclusion. The bastard Nagito committed suicide. It was all done by him so he'd be executed.
That should be okay, right? Right?
What? You're not satisfied yet?
No, I agree that Nagito killed himself, but I feel like there's something that doesn't make sense. It's probably just my imagination.
Why? I mean, I sort of understand what she's talking about. I don't think it's a mistake to assume that Nagito committed suicide, but why do I feel so uneasy about it? Is it because we don't know who the traitor is? Or...
So what are you gonna do? Is it okay to proceed with the voting time?
What do you think, Akane?
Well, there's no doubt Nagito's death was a suicide. Oh well, I guess my gut is wrong sometimes.
You are right. It is not as though we can draw any other conclusion.
Then it's okay to end it here, huh? That means we're done with this last class trial and we can leave this island, right? It's okay to reach such a happy ending, right?
Then it's okay? It's okay to say, you've decided on the killer? Understood. Then voting time.
No, hold on a sec.
Hold on. Why?
Sorry, just a little more. I want you guys to wait just a little more. I can't help but feel like there's still something we overlooked.
Like who the traitor is?
But the issue here is who killed Nagito, right? Even if we identify the traitor, the conclusion won't change.
That's true, but...
The mystery isn't just about who the traitor is.
Huh?
No matter how you look at it, Nagito's death is a suicide. But I'm a little worried, you know? I'm worried about starting the voting time while there's still a mystery.
Hey, what do you mean it's not about who the traitor is? What kind of mystery is left?
There's just one thing that doesn't make sense, and it relates to Nagito's death. Plus, it's something even Nagito couldn't influence. He couldn't even tamper with the evidence for it.
Something related to Nagito's death, and it's something that even he couldn't have messed with.
You're gonna keep going? Here I thought we were finally finished.
Something related to Nagito's death. A piece of evidence that even he couldn't mess with. Related to his death.
Oh, man. I remember this question being bullshit.
Well, I don't precisely remember, but looking at all the stuff here, there's only one thing I can think of that it couldn't be it. Or rather, he couldn't mess with.
Crap!
No. Like, this was in his room. As was this. As was this. As was this. As was this.
Okay. Where was the poison, though?
It was in his fridge in his room.
Yeah.
Why was it in the fridge?
I don't know.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but wouldn't the only thing here he couldn't mess with be his own autopsy?
That is fair.
I mean...
Try that.
You're not wrong.
I see!
What the fuck?
Is it about the Monokuma file?
Yeah, that's it.
Huh? There was something suspicious in the Monokuma file?
Body was discovered inside the warehouse near the Monokuma plushie factory. Estimated time of death is believed to be noon. Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stabbed wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there was a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand. Suspicious part of the Monokuma file that Chiaki is worried about is...
A hangman's hand.
No!
525.
Fuck. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, this is when the Hangsman Gambit fucking sucks.
Where is... No, I needed the A! No! Fuck you!
I got it!
Good job on that hectic mess.
Yeah, that...
In this particular case's Monokuma file, there's no specific cause of death.
What is omitted is just as important as what is there.
Yep.
Isn't that weird? Until now, the files always specified the cause of death.
But the cause of death is obvious, is it not? The spear in Nagito's stomach. It is obvious just by looking at it that it was a cause of death.
I'll be honest, I died at least 3 times on that fucking gambit when I went through this.
Looking at just the spaces displayed, it was obvious that the last bits were of death. I thought it was at first going to be time of death, like there was something off about it.
But that wouldn't fit.
Yeah, right. That's 4 letters, I needed 5.
I don't think it was the issue of it being of what it was. I think it was the issue of that particular minigame that being stupidly hectic that they kept crashing into each other.
Yeah, I'm super glad that I gave myself the skills that increase my focus.
Yeah, without that you
Maybe it's not included if it's not important enough to write about.
Well, Monokuma, I plead the 5th!
There he goes again! I'm so appalled that I have nothing to say.
But even during Gundam's case, and before during Mikan's case, the thing he purposely omitted from the Monokuma file was always the most important mystery in the case.
Are you saying that applies this time too?
Hold on a sec. Then, are you saying there's more to Nagito's death? Are you suggesting, again, that his death wasn't a suicide?
You guys were the ones who said it was a suicide in the first place!
No, I don't think it's a mistake to call Nagito's death a suicide, but it's not just a suicide. Come to think of it, did Nagito Really commit suicide just to get us all killed?
Are you sticking up for him?
That's not what I meant. I mean it in a bad sense.
Bad sense?
I just remembered that his malice always defied our expectations. And that concerns me. For example, would that malice just end here?
Huh?
Did Nagito's malice drive him to risk his life for a truth we'd reach this easily? I mean, this is Nagito we're talking about, you know?
How interesting! You sure do believe in Nagito, huh? Because you believe in his malice, you continue to suspect his malice. I see. I guess that's what passes for friendship these days.
Shut up,
What
Monokuma.
friendship?
What should we do, you guys? Should we proceed with the vote? I think we should keep going until everyone is satisfied. Even if it's just to be safe.
You're right. We only get one chance to vote after all.
Just to be safe, huh? Guess I have no choice. If that's the case, I'll do my best to go along with it.
This is friggin' annoying. But if you guys say you're doing it, there's no way I'm gonna back out.
Hey, Monokuma. You heard us. The voting's gonna have to wait!
We've come this far. Let's work hard till the very end. If we work together, everything should be all right. That's what I believe.
Oh, splendid. You guys are so splendid right now. That's right. If all your hopes are united, no despair can shake you.
If all your hopes are united, no despair can shake you, huh? Now I think about it, Nagito said the same thing. The absolute hope that can overcome any despair. He said he was yearning for that. Then, this situation we're in might be the thing that Nagito wanted all along. No, never mind. I'm probably overthinking.
Trial middle point reached.
No.
Man, my heart was racing like crazy when I thought the voting time was gonna start, but... Well, if you think about it rationally, there's no way it was gonna happen. We haven't done this bit yet.
Not wrong.
Most of the players probably figured that out too. You're the only one who didn't know. Isn't that right, Mon ami? Hey, how much longer are you going to planning to sulk? Let's get along like we always do. Alright, you passed! Friendship is measured by how long you can stand the silence when you're all alone with someone else. So, Monami and I are the bestest of best friends. Don't say such stupid things. I hate you so much right now. Enough! Why do I always have to be hated this much? Besides that fact that you snap at me like that, I don't trust you at all. Not even a teensy tiny 1 millimeter bit. How sad. Distrusting your friend is much more shameful than being betrayed by that friend, you know. We aren't even friends in the first place. Then as your older brother, let me say this. You're not even my brother. It's sad to live a life without friendship. That's even sadder than watching a high school rom-com full of guys.
I disagree.
Well, there may be some demands for that.
Thank you, Monami.
I fell for it! I totally took the man bait!
There's a part of me that kind of wants to go until the end. We have only been live for only 3
I'm
hours.
Monami. By now, there's
Keep
nothing.
going, I have no problem with that, but I'll leave it to Earth.
We have been blazing through this trial so far.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's always nice to leave things on a cliffhanger. Besides, also I'm starving.
True.
And people have been talking about nothing but gravy all day.
Alright, so I'm guessing that we're going to leave it off then?
Yes, we will be leaving it off for here, for now.
Alright.
Next time
And we will be picking up the finale in a week.
of Chapter 5.
And I'll be back to my old recording setup, so there will be less lag.
Hopefully.
Undoubtedly.
For now, though, thank you all so much for coming. We'll see you all next time. Bye, Inara, bitches!
Bye!